program.
For sure, and this is still amateur football. This is still an amateur league. So yeah, these young men, this is the stepping stone on what they're going to do next. Is it still athletics? Is it going into school? Is it going into other professions and stuff? So to have the fans, the friends, the families, the girlfriends, the partners, whatever, the bosses that hire these young men, everything, be in the stands and support them, whether it's a 21-20 fight or an 80-0 loss. You want to have that support always. So that's great to see that they're that dedicated at home, and it's great to see them on the road. Like you said, it's not an easy trek. They didn't just come over the Coquihalla from Chilliwack. They just didn't come down Highway 97 from Kamloops, right? Like, this is a heck of a trek. So to see them do that, kudos to them, to support them, absolutely. And yeah, Pittock's one of the best receivers on the team. So hopefully, he's the good.
Going up to the right, he breaks through, and that is a successful return. Forward open on the gun. Right here. Takes the handoff. And he throws towards the end zone, and it is caught.
5 minutes! Cook that shit up, quick.
I'm back on. I invested in myself, that mean I'm black on. I did this from out the trenches, that's my back on. See the bro, you gonna get it, just ain't back home. Make my money match my outfit, I got racks on. Had to cut out all the dishes, tryna latch on. Watch my man run up 200 off a track phone. Let my dogs handle the business, I'm a
Broken glass? No problem. Go see Tim at Kelowna Glass.
Hi, I'm Tim. Come see us for all your glass needs.
Kelowna Glass specializes in repair and replacement of auto, residential, and commercial glass. Kelowna Glass, Kelowna's #1 choice for auto glass.
Come and see us on the corner of Hunter and Enterprise.
Just avoiding a block there, and it's a high-flying boomer. O'Shea is back to receive. Mike O'Shea, he's got wheels. O'Shea down the sideline. Watch out! Here comes Mike O'Shea. See you later. Touchdown, Sun. And here for the Sun, empty. Britton, it's going to be a screen for Javon Garwood. Can Garwood get the hole? He can. Javon Garwood, afterburners. Zoom, zoom. Touchdown, Sun.
You can take that play.
Again with Garwood. Garwood has room. Garwood, look out! Here comes Javon Garwood down the sideline. Touchdown, Sun. First down and 10. Britton, he's going to take a shot wide open. It's O'Shea. Touchdown. 10 yards. And Britton now will pass. Look out, though. He's got pass rushers. Can he get the ball off? Oh, my goodness, it's caught. Receive. O'Shea needs some room. He needs some blockers. Here he comes. Mike O'Shea's going to go wide right. Can he get the blockers? Mike O'Shea, look at that burst. Mike O'Shea for the third straight week. Punt return for a touchdown.
Drops back. It's just a quick handoff, and they're going to run that right up the gut. He's got 10. He's got 15. He's at the 55.
And here come the Jets.
Forward. He's at the 40.
Look
the
at
30, that. The 20, the 10, and it is going to be a touchdown, Okanagan Sun.
Three receivers to the left side. And they fake it to Aiden. Down the middle, Mileto makes his first reception, bounces off a tackle. Mileto the 15 to 10, cut from behind. Bishop will hover back to his midfield to get to the punt return, but now he's got some room to run. Gets to the 20 to 10. Wow. Touchdown, Kamar Bishop. A 55-yard.
The Okanagan Sun are the Cullen Cup champions, winning 38-0. Huge celebration. Travis Miller has just been doused in Gatorade pretty much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 Cullen Cup champion, Okanagan Sun.
Welcome to the field, your Okanagan Sun.
All right, it's a beautiful sunny afternoon here at the Apple Bowl. I'm Stephen Kepler. Joined with me is Coach Jason Casey. 8 minutes until the Okanagan Sun take on the Prince George Kodiaks. Last week it was a lopsided victory where the Kodiaks lost 74-14. The Okanagan Sun still without starting quarterback Kruger, and it's starting to look a little like he could come back next week, but we don't know. We haven't really been given an update, and really it's all about next man up with the Sun, isn't it, Coach?
Exactly. So to that point with about Kruger, so yeah, if he can come in next week, that's a great opportunity for him to get some of the cobwebs off. He doesn't need to play 4 quarters, but get some of the rust off, make sure he's ready, because then, you know, they got the playoffs, the semifinals will be coming up after that. But kudos to Roca and Norman stepping up and holding down the fort. Like, even at the start of the season when it was Kruger and Roca sharing time, Roca was easily up to the challenge of when he was on the field, he was getting the job done.
Yeah, Roca even started some games here.
Exactly.
And there,
so he's a quality quarterback. It's not like they're taking a step back. They still don't have the most dominating passing attack of the conference, but that said, the rushing game allows them to do that. And when you're getting deep into the fall weather of Canadian football, I'd rather have the best running game than the best passing game.
Absolutely. When it starts getting icy out there and cold, guys slip and they fall, and receivers can miss a route just like that. With a running back, hang on to that rock, get a couple of yards here and there, and that's what they can do. So we're about to start the pregame ceremonies here, and it looks
just
like...
Before we get underway, ladies and gentlemen, the Okanagan Sun recently lost a member of our family. Noel Chipman, one of the most prolific running backs to wear the brown and orange of the Okanagan Sun, passed away after a brief but heroic battle with pancreatic cancer. Noel was just 52. Born in South Vietnam, Chipman was adopted and relocated to Canada when he was 1 year old, where he excelled at both track and football. He played 4 seasons with your Okanagan Sun from 1989 to 1992. His 39 career rushing touchdowns remain a team record and the 3rd most in CJFL history. His coach during his time with the Sun, Lawrence Nagy, called Noel Chipman pound for pound one of, if not the toughest players he ever coached. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please stand for a moment of silence in memory of Noel Chipman. Thank you. Please remain standing and join Chaplain of the Okanagan Sun, Pastor Don Richmond, in the singing of our national anthem.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. from far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on a guard for thee.
Big thanks to Pastor Don Richmond for that one. The Okanagan Sun getting ready to take on the Prince George Kodiaks. And if I may, I just want to take this moment to honor one of our own. We lost one of our own back at the AM 1150 studios. Ted Farr recently lost a battle with esophageal cancer. And we're just thinking of not only Ted, but his family, Terry, and the rest of the Farr family. Ted loves sports. He was a huge fan of just about any team, whether it be the New Westminster Salmon Bellies or the Okanagan Sun, or in Winnipeg with the Blue Bombers. So we just want to say thanks to Ted, and our heart is with his family right now, Terry and the rest of the Farrs. Let's get ready for some football. Okanagan Sun versus the Kodiaks, and again, captains are already meeting at the center here. Obviously, if the Sun win the toss, they're probably going to defer to the second half. I'm not sure what Jamie Boreham is going to get his players to do, but we'll wait and see what the coin toss says.
Yeah, unless it's inclement weather, you don't really need to worry about what's happening in the start of, in the first half. So 99 times out of 100, you're just going to defer to the second half. That way you can see what plays out for the first half, make your adjustments, and then come out and normally accept the ball and then put points up right off the start of the third quarter.
I want to point out, too, for those of you that watch the American game more often, getting the ball to start a half in Canadian football, well, field position changes so frequently, so it's always good to have great field position. But sometimes it's more about just keeping you guys ready, so that's why you would defer, so you can get more looks. So the Kodiaks are set to receive. They've moved to the left side of the field. The Okanagan Sun will be kicking, so it looks like they won the coin toss. We got football underway here in the Apple Bowl. If you're driving around town in Kelowna, maybe stop in. It's worth seeing this team, and they've got some great players. Elelion Noah, specifically, who made his Sun debut last week, getting almost 200 all-purpose yards and 2 touchdowns in almost one half of football. You got to remember he was benched in the fourth quarter for obvious reasons when it got away from the Sun, so that's kind of the thing. So we'll see what happens again today, and we'll see what the Prince George Kodiaks throw at the Okanagan Sun. I'll be curious to see who starts at quarterback. It could be Sam Sabine again, but they did have Crowley in at quarterback as well. Cale Cowley, who was listed as a receiver up until last week, but he's got the eyes. He's a taller quarterback, so he can see over his offensive line, and he can get the ball away quicker. And I think that's partially why he was starting last week ahead of Quinn Newcomb as well.
It makes sense against a powerful D-line and front seven like the Okanagan Sun. If you need to give yourself that extra, half second to a second to get the ball off that much quicker, then if he's the man to get the job done, that's what you're looking to do and try and, mitigate how much havoc a D-line and linebacking core can do in the backfield, and the way to do that is quick hitting passings, get that out in open space, and if you can make a guy miss you in the open field, that helps the way you can move your chains.
All right, the Sun getting out there for kickoff. Looks like Liam Atwood's going to, or I believe it's Atwood kicking these ones.
The Okanagan Sun will kick off to
and Marion Martin is back to receive this one again this week, along with
looks like Pittock.
All right, Pittock, his fan club is here.
Best receiver and the best running back for the Kodiaks, so why not have him back there?
He's a great all-purpose player for the Kodiaks, and so you like to see guys like that succeed when their fans come out to show their support. So,
absolutely.
Hopefully he has a good game. In Canadian football, it can mean anything, though. And we've
kick off for the Sun.
All right, let's get ready for 3 hours of football here at the Apple Bowl. Sun back to kick. And it's up. It's going deep. Pittock to receive this at the 15. He goes up the left sideline. He's at the 20, the 25. Before he's taken down at the 30, it's first down, Kodiaks. So Pittock gets us a good start.
Yeah, nice return. Take it to the shortest point of attack, get right up that sidelines. There wasn't a lot of air under that ball, so it's not like the coverage team can get it down too quick and also set up your block. So why not get up to the sidelines? And starting against the Okanagan Sun on the 30-yard line, it's a great position to be in for the first series for the Kodiaks.
All right, so it's 1st and 10 for the Kodiaks. They're on their own 30, going left to right on the far side of the field. And it's Cowley in at quarterback this week. One running back behind him. Cowley hands it off. He goes off tackle. He gets a few yards before he's taken down. 2nd and 7 for the Kodiaks.
Xander Shane, it looks like.
And they're going to mark that actually 2nd and 6. So he got a couple more yards than we anticipated, than I saw. Xander Shane behind Cowley. 2nd and 6. Cowley looks to throw. He throws it deep left, and that's incomplete. He had an open receiver, just underthrew him slightly.
Yeah, and it looks like the Sun were bringing a bit of a stunt coming up the center here. So you got one of the Mac. So they're running their 3-4. They got the weak side Mac backer coming up to the strong side, and that might have rushed Cowley on that read, because if he had that extra half second, he would find that outside receiver on the deep ball as opposed to trying to thread the needle on the short.
So that'll be a quick 2 and out for the Kodiaks. All right, they're going to punt this. It's almost blocked, but he gets it to the 50. Sun back to receive. He's at the 40, the 45, up to the 50 before he's taken down, but a quick receive by Ethan Kiefer.
Yeah, it's tough when you're making returns against, weak kicked balls, and also that snap. If that's the way that snap's going to be coming all day, I got to see some block kicks coming for sure. That's going to make a big difference for the Okanagan Sun coming. Yeah. I would bring heat every single time. That ball's not getting back there with any zip, and it's not coming on a straight, like it's just kind of lobbed back there. That's really tough for the kicker to get his timing and get that off.
We got Roca and Weiberg in the backfield. 4 wideouts, or 5 wideouts rather. They're going to hand this off to Weiberg. Weiberg goes right up the gut before hitting 2 guys and being taken down. That's 2nd and 3 for the Okanagan Sun. So again, running that football, getting the ground game going.
Absolutely. Get your Hogs involved right away. They love going downhill, smacking those D-line and linebackers. Start tiring out the front 7 of the Kodiaks as well. Let them know, hey, remember us from last week? Well, this is where we're going to start again. And then you get someone like Weiberg, or that guy he doesn't have an off button. It's just go, 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 whether he's open field or getting tackled.
Sticking with Weiberg as the single back. They hand it off to Weiberg, and there's a flag on the play. I'm going to call offside on the Kodiaks there. It looks like they jumped a little bit.
That is look like what's going to happen, which is going to help the Sun, because that wasn't really a very well executed 2nd and short play. Kudos to the Kodiaks for making a play in there, getting in there. That was Cragged and Crow that were in there causing havoc to really get a gain of nothing on that. So it's unfortunate for the Kodiaks, because that could have been a really key 2 and out they would have forced the Sun into.
And now the Sun are going to get a first down after the play. It's going to go to the Kodiaks 50. Again, Sun going right to left on the far side of the field. Beautiful day at the Apple Bowl. Roca in at QB, and it looks like Elyon Noah is in at running back here, so he might get his first touch of the game. We'll see. Roca hands it off to Noah. Noah goes right up the middle before he's stopped by 1-2 guys, but he still has room to run. He gets 10 yards. He's going. He hits another guy. He's down the left side of the field, and he gets almost 40 yards on the play. First down, Sun, and goal.
He turns a loss of 2 into a 40-yard gain. Like, look at this. He should have been dead to rights in the backfield. The D-line right now, I'm liking what the Kodiaks are doing. I don't know if they're doing some stunts or some twists, but right there he should have been dead to right. Makes 2 guys miss, bulldozes another guy, and then turns on the Jets. This kid is dynamite.
What did I tell you, Jason? What did I tell you? Elyon Noah staying in at running back. Rocca pitches it to Noah. Noah goes down the right side. He's going to go up room. He's got room. He's taken down just before the goal line. That's second and goal for the Okanagan Sun.
Yeah, that's a nice seal block that Mileto. We say this every week. Mileto's not only great his hands and his route running, he's also a great blocking receiver. So this is Mileto that came in motion, sealing that corner on there, coming onto the defensive end and chipping up to the linebacker. And that allows Noah to get outside that tackle box and go start running north-south as opposed to east-west. Beautiful block on a receiver slot back like that.
And it looks like Rocca's right behind the goal line here.
They got Mileto as fullback.
Second and goal. We got Mileto in at fullback. Oh, and there's a flag on the play.
Illegal procedure. Number 6, 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
So the Sun are going to take a 5-yard penalty. Now that's going to make it second and goal, but they're pushed back to the 8-yard line. That's not not
so
ideal.
The receiver Mellinson, that must have jumped. He must have got set and then moved, or yeah, that changes things for sure.
So Noah's going to stay in as the single back here. 5 receiver set. Noah jumps up front. Rocca looks to pass. He's rolling out to the left. He's under pressure. He's taken down, and that's third down, Sun.
Yeah, that's tough. I know what he was thinking. He was coming to that strong side. Nothing was opening up for him, and he did have a bit of a gap where he could have stepped up. But when you see then that was Mileto, that top receiver. If he was able to even just do a Patrick Mahomes shovel pass out into like that, I think he might have had Mileto wide open for a touchdown. But that's tough. That's easy to say up here when we're looking at a replay on a broken play. Broken plays are broken plays for a reason. It means something went wrong, and cannot make anything out of it. So that's not a design play. The design play was the rollout, trying to find either receiver on that back, that far corner on a corner route or into the flats. PG did a good job in their coverage. When you try and make something out of nothing, it's hard to do that, and it's easy for us to say, oh, well, that guy was open. But when you're down there and you've got defensive linemen and linebackers breathing down on you, it's easier said than done.
Life is much easier in the broadcast booth when you can talk about guys hitting each other and going full out, I have to say. There seems to be a player down, so we're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, BCFC TV, TELUS TV, for Safeway. So thank you for just joining us on AM 1150. Liam Atwood went to kick it, but it was a bit of a botched snap there, and he went to take it, but unfortunately, that's a 3-and-out. So a goal line stand for the Prince George Kodiaks. They get a huge break after that Elyon Noah rush. Not the best play. Hey,
you get a 2nd and 1 or 2nd and goal from the 1. Then you force them to do a procedure. You got 2nd and 6. And then you get that tackle for a loss on that scramble box play, and then you get this awesome job on a tackle on a botched snap for the field goal.
1st and 10 for the Kodiaks. They get 5-6 yards on a quick run up the gut, making it 2nd and 6 now. They're on the far side of the field going left to right. A beautiful afternoon here at the Apple Bowl. It's almost 20 degrees. I want to say it's warmer. Absolutely gorgeous fall day here in Kelowna.
Yeah, so we'll see if the Kodiaks are going to just use a healthy dose of Xander Shane and get that going, and then maybe start out trying to open up some play-action pass to spread out the linebackers, maybe even some motion to widen the defense.
2nd and 3, Kodiaks pass, and he's caught, and he just gets out of bounds at the 35, so a 1st down Kodiaks.
And I believe that was number 10, Brown.
Andrew Brown.
And I like that read by Cowley because he's throwing to where the blitz is coming. So the Okanagan Sun are bringing their weak side halfback off that short side of the field. So if your receivers see that heat coming, that's where a possible quick mismatch is. And I like Cowley stepped in there, threw it to that wide side of the field, right where the heat was coming. That's an easy first down.
Cowley staying in at QB. It's 1st and 10. They're going to hand that off to Xander Shane. Xander Shane goes right up the gut again, gets a couple of yards on the play. 2nd down. He got pushed back quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I like what the Kodiaks are doing because they're trying to establish that run game, which is going to help them in their pass game. But right now, the Okanagan Sun are also doing some stunts, bringing in their weak side and strong side Mac backers on their 3-4. And then they're also bringing their weak side, their will or weak side halfback.
2nd down. Cowley looks to throw. He's under pressure. He throws it right up the middle. Incomplete. 3rd down, Kodiaks.
Yeah, and again, that's just a rush. He did have number 8 over there coming across the middle, Wagner, who's one of their best receivers as well.
Yep.
Coming across on that short little in route. He did have him. Of course, when you've got 3 brown jerseys bearing down on it, you got to get rid of that ball, especially when it's already 2nd and long. You got to get rid of that ball, and it just didn't give enough time to develop, and he overthrew it, luckily, to completely open space and not to a free safety.
So the Kodiaks are electing to punt on 3rd down. And Noah back to receive this one. They're going to take it at the 45. Noah runs outside. He's running to the short side of the field. He's got room to run. He's at the 50. The center now. He's at the 50. He's at the 45 before he's taken down. A huge return. And that wasn't Noah. That was Josiah Halliburton. My bad.
Yeah. That's why I couldn't tell until I got the binoculars out. So those brown jerseys are tough to see the numbers, yeah.
But Halliburton,
beauty return.
But
absolutely.
Halliburton, he is turning into quite the return specialist. He's had some really good plays. See how he's patient with the football, too.
Absolutely. So when we're looking at the replay, and people that are listening at home, he gave up yards to get around his blocks. He set up blocks, so he received the ball and probably gave up a good 7 or 8 yards to turn that corner and turn it into a 25-yard gain.
And he gave his team great field position. 1st and 10 for the Sun. They're going to hand this off to Weiberg. Weiberg cuts on the inside. He gets almost 9 yards on the play. 2nd down. Weiberg, again, his cuts are so good.
Yeah, he's smooth. He doesn't lose any speed. He doesn't lose any balance. He doesn't lose any view of the field. He's so good. His body is so in tune with each other. He knows exactly what he's reading and how he wants to attack, whether it's a linebacker or open field, whether it's a halfback or free safety coming in to fill. He's just a top-notch running back.
Windsor on the far side of the field here. Sun going right to left, 2nd and 4. They're going to give it to Weiberg. Weiberg gets the 1st down. And he gets almost 10 yards on the play. 1st and 10 for the Okanagan Sun at the 20 now, or at the 30 now.
Yeah, good job on them moving the chains. Again, the Hogs are feeling it. They're loving playing downhill like this. It's tough for the Kodiaks because they're already playing against a short field. It's still goose eggs on the scoreboard, but the Kodiak, it's just inevitable right now. If you're going to continue to give the Okanagan Sun a short field, knowing the talent and speed they have on the offensive side, it's just a matter of time before that dam is going to burst.
6:55 left in the quarter. Weiberg staying in at running back. Roca looks to throw. He's going to throw it deep right. Oh, and that one intended for Kenny Williams. Unfortunately, that's incomplete.
Yeah, I like the play call. I like the fake, just not quite enough air under it, but it was also great discipline by the Kodiaks in their coverage. So you've got this, they're reading, they know that it's not a run, so they drop into their zone, and good discipline for their corner, staying on top of Williams the whole way. He didn't look into the backfield, didn't get flat-footed, he stayed on that hip of Williams and forced Roca to make, an elite throw.
5 receivers for the Sun. Noah in at running back. Roca looks to throw, he's going to throw a quick left, he gets the 1st down. A big play for Sam Mellinson. Just a quick inside route.
Yeah, and that's a beauty the yards after catch there, because that should have been tackled short of the 1st down. He was just able to high step out of that initial tackle and turn that up. So that's about a 7 or 8 yard gain, and turns that into about a 12 or 14 yard gain.
And we got a player down for the Kodiaks. That's going to be another. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football for Chances Casino. All right, that was a quick injury for the Kodiaks. Thanks for joining us. It's 0-0 at the Apple Bowl with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. You just hate seeing guys get hurt, but that's just that's part of the game.
Yeah, it's good to see him come off on his own power, though. But that's great. Maybe he just got winded or he's got something twisted, but it's good to see him walking off on his own.
That was Peyton Briere. So they're going to hand this one off to Noah. Noah's going on the outside. He's got room to run. He gets hit by 4 or 5 jerseys. They cannot take him down. Second down for the Sun, but Noah just does not want to go down.
No, that's going to be a second and probably long 3. That's an almost good 6-7 yard gain on that. But yeah, he's got such good, you can tell how powerful his core is by how he's able to stay on balance and his hips straight, even as he's getting hit while he's trying to turn the corner. You can tell he's just a naturally gifted runner and he sees the field well, and that's him and Weiberg. They're hard to bring down when you know the first man's not going to make that happen.
Noah in at lead back here with Weiberg behind him, so it's a split back. Second down. They're going to hand this off to Weiberg. Weiberg goes up the middle. He gets a couple of yards, so that'll be a first down for the Sun and goal now. They're on the 4.
Yeah, the Sun are going to want to punch this in. They don't want to be trying for the field goal at this point, missing out their previous opportunity on a great, second and goal from the 1, blowing that opportunity. They're moving the ball really well. I like the play calling that they're getting going and how the O-line is controlling that line of scrimmage on this second series. So let's see if they can quickly punch it in on this play.
Noah at the lead back, Weiberg behind him. Roca hands it off to Weiberg. Weiberg's got room to run. That's a touchdown, Okanagan Sun. Aiden Weiberg with his first of the day, 6-0 Sun.
And again, beautiful blocking by the receiving corps for the Okanagan Sun. You got Windsor and Mellinson in there, both coming down there, blocking, securing that in. It's just the free safety's too deep, trying to come up where the uprights are, and that's just easy when you've got 2 powerful running backs. And it's great to see both Weiberg or Noah. They want to get, they get their nose dirty. They get in their block, whether it's pass pro or whether they're being pseudo fullbacks for their fellow tailback. It's great to see them working in tandem like that.
6-0 for the Sun. Atwood back to kick the extra point. It's another botched snap, but they get it away, and it's a point for the Sun. 7-0 for the Sun. 4 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football for CS Printmaster. All right, the Okanagan Sun leading today. It's 7-0, 4 minutes and 42 left in the first quarter, taking on the Prince George Kodiaks. Thanks for joining us on TELUS TV, on BCFC TV, and AM 1150. The kick is up. It's going deep to the right side. It's returned by the Kodiaks at the 12. He's got room. He's going to go up the middle before he's taken down at the 25, but he's still moving.
Kept going, yeah.
He got smacked.
That was Martin, Marion Martin.
Again, that guy, he got hit. He took his licks last week, and you can tell he's still not afraid of this Okanagan Sun defense, and that's what makes a good football player.
Well, and he's one of the best running backs as well, so he knows how to take a hit, keep his balance, keep moving north-south, so it's great to see that on a high tackle like that, he was able to spin off it and keep moving up and turn an extra probably 5 or 6 yards in that return.
Cowley staying in at QB. Matt Martin now back in at running back. So Marion Martin, they're going to look to get him the ball. 1st and 10, going left to right. Martin's got it. He's going to go up the center. He's stuffed, getting 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 for the Kodiaks.
And that's what we're seeing that's starting to develop, that often we see what happens when the Okanagan Sun start turning on the gas to their opponents is you look at the rushing game for the Okanagan Sun, how their running backs are able to make that first and second guy miss, where you get into their opponents, whether it's, pick your team, but tonight it's the Kodiaks. The Okanagan Sun don't miss those tackles. You might get into the second level past that D-line, but these linebackers for the Sun are going to make that tackle and force second and long.
Kodiaks at the 34. Cowley drops back to pass. He's got to complete, but it's going to make a 3rd down. He only got a couple of yards on the play.
Yeah, he'll probably be at least 2 yards, possibly closer to 3 yards short on that. And again, I think just Cowley's getting the ball out quicker than he wants to be. He's not, I mean, he's a tall, lanky kid, so he needs a big pocket, but you can tell that he's not throwing off a full stride, opening up his hips as a quarterback. It's still just all arm. So if he gets an opportunity, maybe they need to drop him back a little deeper, maybe do a rollout, but I'd like to see that kid start being able to throw a little better.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for joining us on the broadcast. I get a really good view of Jason Casey actually going through the motions as a quarterback here. So it's
I'm
making my
animated
day
when I talk about it. What can I say?
entertaining. All right, Ethan Kiefer back to return this one, and the kick is up. Almost blocked. It's blocked again by the Okanagan Sun.
It's just a matter of time on those slow snaps.
You got to get those snaps away quicker, and I think the Okanagan Sun recover. Let's see what the refs say.
Yeah, we'll see, because it would technically be a first down if
the Kodiaks recover. It's a first down.
But yeah.
Did you see the highlights last week in the CFL where an onside punt happened? There's so many things that need to go right for that play to happen.
Yeah.
But that is
it's
what
a
I
beautiful
love
thing. It's
about
a beautiful
the Canadian game.
Well, that goes for those that don't know the rules well. You can have plays like that because we don't have a fair catch play in the Canadian football. That's why we have that 5-yard halo, because we don't have the fair catch. And you can do those onside kicks. Anybody behind the punter or beside the punter can go get that ball. I love seeing that happen in the Canadian game.
So the Okanagan Sun recovered. Now they're going to be at the Kodiaks 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Noah in the backfield for the Okanagan Sun here. They hand it off to Noah. He goes right up the middle. He's got room to run, gets the first down. And another 10 yards for Elion Noah. He's already reaching almost 80 yards on the day.
Yeah, and we'll see. So those listening on, so you got the Sam linebacker for the Kodiaks kind of stunting around to the weak side. So they're trying to bring 5 up onto the line of scrimmage because the Okanagan Sun are doing those RPO and those search runs so well. But it just happened to be that's exactly where Noah ran. So they were already a man down on that strong side.
Noah gets the ball. He runs on the outside, back inside before being stopped, but he still gets 4 yards on that play.
Easily a good 4 or 5 yards, and we just see how strong he is as a cutter, because when he was running onto that weak side, you can see him do that hard step, hard plant, and still run north-south. So you see this on his left leg, boom, right there, makes that first guy miss. That first guy's just tackling grass when you're trying to make a cut like that. Kudos to Noah knowing that open field.
Minute 44 left in the first quarter here. Weiberg back in at running back. Roca looks to throw. He's going to throw down the right side. Weiberg catches before he's taken down. That makes it 3rd and 10. They lost yards on that play.
Good discipline by Ryan Nagel, the linebacker for the Kodiak, sniffing that out. You can see that. You tell your defense, when a defensive lineman or linebackers, when you think you get past an O-lineman like your name is, J.J. Watt or something, you got to put on the brakes and go, okay, something's happening behind me, and that's exactly what we saw. Linebackers sniffed that out. They saw that screen come down there and make that for a loss of probably 4 or 5 yards on that play.
And it was a strong play by Ryan Nagel. You're right. Like, good tackling and fundamental tackling.
Yep.
He stayed at home and did his job.
Absolutely.
That's what you tell
linebackers do. Yeah. All day long. Watch the cutback and make a tackle.
All right, looks like there's a timeout on the play. It's 3rd and 8 for the Okanagan Sun. They lead 7-0. A minute left in the first quarter. We're going to take 30 seconds here. It's Okanagan Sun football for AM 1150, BCFC TV, and TELUS TV for Chemtech West.
Kiefer.
The Sun are going to go for it on this play. Roca looks to throw. He drops back. He throws it down the left side. It's going deep to Kiefer. Kiefer catches, and it's a touchdown, Sun. See, that's how you do it.
Beautiful play. I love the call. It's 3rd and long. They're not messing around with the field goal right now. Roca drops back. I mean, I like how he's looking off the receiver. I think he looks through his receivers too quick. The free safety didn't get back deep enough, and Kiefer just went straight up that strong side seam. There was no one there.
Another botched kick, and Atwood doesn't get the 2 points, so the Okanagan Sun are really going to have to take a look at their special teams with their snapping and their holding.
I was just going to say, this is the battery of their field goal team right now needs to be fixed and fixed ASAP. Now, is it going to hurt them in this game? Likely not. We could probably bet that that's not going to hinder them this game, but going into next week against the Huskers, going into the playoffs, 3 points is going to matter. Maybe even 1 point. A rouge might matter when you start getting a place. You need to get these kicks off, man. This is what your snetter, your long snapper, and your holder have a job to do, and they need to be able to do it with their eyes closed in the dark, and that's not happening so far this game.
And here's a piece of Okanagan Sun trivia for you. We had Bill Long on the broadcast last week. He scored the first points for the Okanagan Sun. Jason, can you tell me what those points were?
I'm going to guess it's a rouge.
It was a rouge.
Yeah. I didn't know that, but because you brought it up after I was saying that, I'm like, oh, that'll be my guess.
Yeah, that's some Okanagan
I love the
Sun
Canadian
trivia.
game.
So the Sun leading 13-0, 52 seconds left in the first quarter. The Sun, again, going back to kick this one. And back to receive.
Looks like Piddock and Martin.
Piddock and Marion Martin back to receive. They're going to squib this one. It's an onside kick. And there's a flag on the play, so it looks like it might not be the right play, but we'll see if the Sun recovered.
Yeah, no, I mean, the way that flag came off pretty quick, and that flag came out before it even was attempting to go 10 yards. So I got to assume that it's because the Sun are jumping offside here. Someone was getting a little too excited to try and get downfield. Knowing that this call is happening, you want to be the first man down there, and it might be offside on the Sun.
And it's not the first time they've gone for an onside kick this season. They did this against the Raiders last month, and they were successful. So we'll see what the refs are going to call this. They picked up the flag.
I think it's offside on the Sun, so the Kodiaks
are
electing another kick from deeper back.
Side on the kickoff. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the kick.
All right, so they're going to make him repeat the kick.
Yeah, because now you're kicking farther back, right? So the Kodiaks are already gaining that 10 yards now. They've already successfully had 2 kickoff returns, getting it to the 30. You're thinking, okay, if we're going to play the odds of what we have going on this game, we might be able to start this series outside our own 40-yard line.
And the refs still talking at the center field here. Not sure why. They haven't spotted the ball yet.
No, he's got one of the size judges. I don't know if he's discussing if the ball should be marked back, because it's not like it's a play, so it's not from where the play finishes. It's offside on a kickoff. It's got to go from, instead of kicking from the 45, the 50, they're now kicking from the 40, their own 40. But yeah, I'm not 100%. No, I don't understand why there might be needing for a discussion or any confusion on a play like this. So,
well, now we've got Kodiak's players pushing back even more. Let's see. Okay, now the coaches are being brought into this one. So Borum and Travis Miller to discuss this one. So there's got to be something going on here. You tell you what, we're going to take a quick 30-second timeout here on AM 1150. It's Okanagan Sun football for Chemtech West. And we're going to stay with you on TELUS TV just to see what's going on here.
So they're electing their offense.
The play.
That makes sense.
The offside by the kicking team is declined. There's an illegal participation by the kicking team, touching the ball first. The penalty is first down.
So this is beautiful field position for I would be all over this as well if I was Coach Borum and the Kodiaks.
Yeah.
So good kudos to the coaching staff of the Kodiaks staying on top of that, and the referees as well, not just assuming that first call was correct.
So it's 13-0 for the Okanagan Sun, 47 seconds left. Now it looks like the Kodiaks are going to receive this at the 55, so it'll be 1st and 10 going left to right. Cowley back to throw. He's going to hand this one off quick, and it's a couple of yards on the play for O'Marion Martin.
Yeah, again, it's just tough. They're not getting a lot of real estate and daylight to look at when you're the running backs right now for the Kodiaks. The O-line is doing an adequate job, but the Okanagan Sun, the front 3 and the filling 4 linebackers behind them on their front 7 are filling their gaps so quickly. You think there's daylight, and then you think you're going to get a 6-yard gain, and it's a 2 or 3 yard gain.
Cowley looks to throw. He's got room. He throws it. Oh, incomplete. That one snuffed out quick by Philip Palmarin, but there looks to be a penalty on the play on Palmarin.
Oh, what have I said before, Kep? That's a garbage call. That's not PI at all, man. That's just textbook coverage right in the guy's back hip. The ball was thrown low, and he had to dive for it. He wasn't pushed to the ground. He was diving for a low football. Refs, keep those flags in your pockets, man.
Coach Jason Casey, always loving the stripes here.
Look, he's not even touching them. That's just great. He hand-checked him the whole way. That's textbook coverage by the Okanagan Sun in that coverage.
So that's going to make it a 1st down for the Kodiaks now. They're going to go down to the Sun 45, going left to right. They're on the short side of the field here. Cowley and Martin in the backfield. 5 receivers. Cowley looks to throw left. He's going to throw it left. That's caught. Oh, and he's just dummied, but he's taken down. Again, a catch by Taman Piddock.
Beauty catch.
You can hear his fan club in the stands.
The fan club's cheering, but look at this. So those listening at home, and you're looking at this replay here, he's coming up as the inside slot receiver, number 2 receiver, coming into that gap, but Cowley had to throw a bit of a higher arc to drop it in there, so Piddock knew he was going to take a hit. Jumped up, got that ball, tucked in, knowing he was going to take the hit and secured that ball. Beautiful catch by Piddock.
And a great play by Ahmed Borhat, because he could have thrown his whole body into it. Instead, he just threw his shoulder into him, took him down, and took the yards.
Secure the tackle, yeah.
So that takes us to the end of the first quarter. The Okanagan Sun lead 13-0. The Prince George Kodiaks are driving. So it's been a pretty interesting game so far. It hasn't gotten away from the Kodiaks yet. If the Kodiaks can score here, then they've got themselves a ball game, and you know that's what they want right now.
No, and exactly, and that's what we touched on in the pregame, is that they want to just see some progress from week to week, from opponent to opponent. You're coming off just getting shellacked by the Sun at home, so you want to go now on the road and say, you know what, that was an anomaly. We can hang with you when it comes to, mano a mano in the trenches, moving the ball, getting some series moving when you're coming down down the field, get some first downs. So I'm liking that the Kodiaks haven't, tucked tail, considering they just got, beat by the Sun handedly, but they're coming in here and they're moving the ball nicely.
Kodiaks, 1st and 10 on the Sun 27, going right to left now. They're going to hand this one off to O'Marion Martin. Martin gets a couple of yards before he's taken down by a slew of Sun jerseys.
Yeah, again, the Sun front 7 are just too quick. They close these gaps so quick. So it looks like they're just going to do your standard kind of shirts play. So you got that strong side guard cracking down. You got your tackle kicking out. That hole looks like it's there, and it's a big hole, but that's slammed shut so quick because of the linebacker and the halfback flow of the Okanagan Sun. They're so disciplined. They read the plays well. They can sniff out the run, and they fill those gaps.
Sun stacking 4 in the box. Cowley drops back to throw. He's under pressure. There's a lot of Sun jerseys on him. He rolls out left. He throws it, and that's stopped, tipped by the Okanagan Sun to go out of bounds. A great defensive play.
Yeah, good pressure by the Okanagan Sun coming out and keeping contained as well. If Cowley had, maybe a 5th gear, he might have been able to get outside this pressure, but when you're closing that gap, and I'm liking how they pick it, they didn't chase Cowley at the heels, they were trying to cut him off, which forced Cowley to step up and then make that throw instead of trying to run for some yardage. So good defense on the containment on that weak side, and then good coverage downfield to snuff that out and not allow Cowley to try and find an open receiver.
Brady Harper in to kick this one. It's a long field goal. Again, it's a 25-yarder here, but this is a makeable chip. I mean, it's a chip shot for some, but we'll see. Harper kicks it, and it is good. That's 3 points for the Prince George Kodiaks.
32 yards.
32 yards.
Yeah.
My math is awful today.
add 7 to the line of scrimmage. There you go.
There you go. All right, 13 minutes and 41 seconds left in the second quarter. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football for AM 1150, brought to you by JDS Mining.
Yard gain.
The Okanagan Sun electing to just take the ball at the 35-yard line. They get a couple of yards on their first play. LL Yanoa takes them down to the 44. 2nd and 2 for the Okanagan Sun, going left to right. LL Yanoa still in it, running back. Norman is in at quarterback as well, so Hunter Norman getting time. Noah takes the ball up the middle again, gets a few yards. First down, Sun.
Well, he was contacted at the line of scrimmage, maybe about a yard deep, so he pushed it to the first down. But the whistle wasn't going, his feet were still moving, the pile was still, it was like a rugby scrum, just kept moving, and because his forward progress kept going, the refs kept their whistle out of their mouths, so it was perfect. And the the Kodiaks had to, we got to put this guy down before he just moves the ball even further.
And the Kodiaks, I got to say, Noah must be built out of steel because he's taking hits, then moving faster.
Yeah, great core, great balance.
Hunter Norman throws to the left. It's caught. That's another first down for the Okanagan Sun. That one looks like it was Colby Mileto with the grab.
Great play action pass to Weisberg. I love Norman's delivery. See how calm he is in the pocket here. So he's great. We got the shotgun with the pistol. He does a play action pass and just delivers that ball super quick. So it's zone coverage by the Kodiaks here. And then you just get Mileto sitting in between the two zones, and Hunter delivers it right between the numbers.
Sun driving now. They're on the Kodiaks 45, going left to right. Norman in at quarterback for Roca. Weiberg back in the backfield. This is going to be a screen pass to Kenny Williams. Kenny Williams gets about 6 yards on the play. Second down for the Okanagan Sun.
There's a flag at the top as well, but I was looking at the line of scrimmage in the Hogs, and I didn't see what that might be. I don't know if it might be a hold on the Sun, if they're getting downfield, or didn't see what that might be.
The flag wasn't in the backfield. It could be a hold on the defensive back. So Josiah Halliburton.
Screen, so he might have got his mitts in too much.
Holding. Offense number 3, 10-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
That's tough.
So now that's going to be 1st and 20 for the Okanagan Sun. They get pushed way back to the 55-yard line here. Norman staying in at quarterback, in the gun. Noah behind him. It's going to be another screen, this one to Halliburton. Halliburton has some room to run, and he gets a couple yards on the play, but it'll be 2nd and 17 now for the Okanagan Sun.
Yeah, it was tough. Luke Windsor was the receiver out there, was trying to secure that edge for him and make that block here in the bottom of your screen. Just kind of missed his block. Great cut, though, coming back inside like that, but it's really tough. When you already have to change direction on that, when you're 1st and long, it's easier for this defense to swarm and get to you, and now you're still 2nd and long.
Hayden Matheson, too, a great play as a linebacker, just tough to cover. Norman in at QB, Weiberg with him, Weiberg up to block. Norman has room to throw, he's going to throw it deep! That's, just almost caught from Ethan Kiefer. But again, a gutsy play, Norman throwing it, and he's not afraid to throw the football.
Yeah, and just a little too much air underneath there, so it allowed the strong side halfback and the free safety to converge on that. So it's not a bad read. You got 2 receivers coming up the seam like this. He's throwing it up, but the free safety was able to come across, and then also that weak side corner and halfback were able to come in and make a play, and it was just too much mayhem in there for Kiefer to bring that ball down.
Grady Hay back to punt this one now. They're going to be forced to punt this one, unfortunately, for the Okanagan Sun, but this gives life to another botched snap. And Grady Hayes taken down in the backfield. First down for the Kodiaks, and amazing field position on the Sun 44.
Yeah, and that was a great open field tackle by Paddock, their number 1 receiver. That's Paddock getting in here on the tackle. Beautiful tackle for him. Love seeing receivers get their nose in there like that. That's awesome. So this is huge.
Paddock is a great football player. He's got to be given a lot of credit for this team.
Yeah.
He's made some key plays to keep this team only down 10 points. We're in the second quarter. It's 10 minutes left here.
It's a huge turn of events here.
A big turnover for the Okanagan Sun, and huge for the Kodiaks. Cowley back to throw. He's going to hand this one to O'Marion Martin. Martin gets a couple of yards. He keeps going, and he almost gets to the first down marker.
That's pushing 7 yards. That's beautiful. Knowing that when I keep harping on that first point of attack, that often these gaps and holes close down so quick, he sees that and then just scoots right down to the weak side. But that backside scrape for the Okanagan Sun wasn't able to make a tackle at the line of scrimmage or 1 or 2 yards deep. It ended up being for almost a 7-yard gain.
2nd and 4 now for the Kodiaks, going right to left. They're in the Sun 39-yard line. Cowley hands it off to Marion Martin. Marion Martin has room to go. He beats 3-4 defenders before getting the first down, and then another 10 yards. First down, Kodiaks. They're making some plays.
And Martin, this is a splitting image of what we saw Noah do early. So we see this. Watch this hard cut from his left leg right there. That's exactly what Noah did earlier.
And he made 4 jerseys bite.
That. Absolutely. It's so great when a running back can do that hard cut, but still keep his north-south momentum. It just makes defensive players look inadequate.
Martin going to stay in the backfield with Cowley here. There's a crackback moving inside. Cowley's going to throw it. He gets the first down. Throws it deep up the center to Jerome Erickson.
Beautiful play calling there, those last 3 plays by the Kodiaks. So you get 2 great run plays with Martin, then you get this great play action pass. You freeze the linebackers and allows you to throw into your slot back in between the linebackers and the free safety.
So it's almost 1st and goal now. It is 1st and goal. They're on the 9-yard line for the Kodiaks, going right to left on the short side of the field. The far side of the field wide open. Cowley looks to throw. He's going to throw it left. That's caught. Touchdown, Kodiaks. A wide open Caden Wagner.
That's
so
Wagner.
One of their number one receivers gets the touchdown.
Yep. So the Sun are bringing heat. So that's a backside safety, or a linebacker or halfback coming on the weak side. So I don't know if they were playing man behind it or still zone, but that's him coming in. So he got right into Cowley's grill. But again, Cowley has shown that he's so good at throwing into where that pressure's coming because you get that quick mismatch.
And
loving what he's doing.
Cowley gets the ball off a lot faster than most guys I'm seeing.
You made that point earlier. Maybe that's why he's playing now, right?
And that's how they're beating that Okanagan Sun defensive line. So it's 13-10 for the Okanagan Sun. 8 minutes left in the second quarter. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football for AM 1150, BCFC TV, and TELUS TV for Stober Group. So a big, crucial touchdown for the Prince George Kodiaks to make it 13-10 in favor of the Okanagan Sun. We're 8 minutes left in the half. They're going to squib kick this one. Sun receive it at the 40. He gets to the 45, almost the 50. That's a big boy being taken down. I believe that was Marion Mahal, so a linebacker taking that one. He looked like he was tough to take it down.
Yeah, I'm sure that certainly is the case because that's what those up backs are. They're big blocking backs and linebackers. But that said, I don't know. I like that play by the Kodiaks. You actually got some momentum. I get how you don't want to put the ball into Noah's hands, maybe even Kiefer, because the Okanagan Sun do have great receiving teams. But you do a pooch. You put high air and drop it at around the Okanagan Sun like 35 or 30, so it allows them not to set up the block. Your coverage team can get down, and then the Sun don't start at midfield, for God's sake.
Norman in at quarterback, hands it off, fakes the handoff to Weiberg. That's caught by Melanson. Melanson gets the first down and then some. A 15-yard game for the Okanagan Sun.
Yeah, the Kodiaks coaching staff put their defense in a tough position here on that squib kick. So that's unfortunate, but we'll see if they can force at least the Okanagan Sun to possibly have to punt or go for a field goal. But for the Sun to put up a quick 7 on them after they just put up a really great-looking drive of 3 big plays and putting up 7 points, that'd be disappointment for the Kodiaks defense for sure.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Okanagan Sun. They're going to be on the Kodiaks 43 going left to right. Oh, beautiful, beautiful afternoon here at the Apple Bowl in Kelowna. Split back set for the Sun. Weiberg's going to take this one, run right up the gut. He's stuffed, but they still get 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, a good 4 or 5 yard carry by Weiberg, and I kind of like what the Sun are doing because, and in the same breath of how the Kodiaks are staying disciplined, but with these double backs and this motion, you're trying to spread out the defense, so they have to respect both backs. So to have Noah motion or fake out to the weak side around wide and have your Kodiak defense still stay disciplined and make the tackle on Weiberg inside is nice.
Noah and Weiberg in the backfield with Norman. It's going to be given to Weiberg. Weiberg just gets a couple yards. I think he might be short of the first down marker. We'll see where the refs put it.
Possibly a yard short.
So it's 3rd and 1 now, and Roca goes back in for Norman. So they're showing different looks at QB. It's got to be frustrating for defenses when you play that many QBs in a game. You don't know who to play, but Roca's going to keep it. Does he get the first down?
I'm looking like it's still going to be enough.
I think it's shy. I think it's short.
Both sides are quite adamant. The Sun are sure they got it, and the Kodiaks are sure they stopped them. So let's see what the refs decide.
Typical football, right?
Absolutely. You're never wrong when you're playing football.
Ever. Never, ever, ever.
Oh, that's going to have to come measurement. Yeah,
they're going to bring
tight.
the chain gang out to measure this one. The ball, I don't think Roca got many yards on that.
It didn't look like he got enough, but I don't know because he's a big-bodied guy that he was able to lean. It's where the ball is as you're going down, right? So if he was able to break enough of that plane, then it'll be a first down. But, I mean, this will be a monster stop for the Kodiaks because, like I said, it got them in a tough position for the short field. If you can force the Okanagan Sun off the field on a turnover on downs, beautiful stop by the Kodiaks. But if they do get the first down, the Okanagan Sun are going to come out firing and try and put up 7.
All right, let's see. And the ball is marked.
That looks
short. It's first down Kodiaks. A huge stop.
That's a slow clap for the defense right there.
That is.
Yeah.
You got to hand it to. We're both defensive guys, so we like to see defensive make big plays.
Sure, but what do we always harp on with the Okanagan Sun? They've got the best O-line in the country, arguably, and to have a 3rd and 1, and the Kodiaks stop them, who, respectively, their front 7 is nothing to brag about, but they just stopped arguably the best O-line and a big quarterback in the country from getting a 3rd and 1.
And that is going to galvanize that defense.
Yeah.
Now Cowley staying in at quarterback with Marion Martin with them. 5 receivers in the backfield in motion. They're going to pitch this one to Martin. Martin goes on the outside. He's stuffed at the line of scrimmage, too. A great play by those linebackers for the Okanagan Sun. 2nd down now for the
I don't know. I mean, from a defensive standpoint, I love seeing this because then all of a sudden you're pushing that running back, and we're a fast defense, so we're going to swarm to where he's trying to attack. But I liked what they were doing that previous series where they're getting Martin to that line of scrimmage and letting him trying to make that first guy miss. But when you're running a toss like that, when other things are working, it allows a fast defense to do their job and converge on you.
2nd and 8 for the Kodiaks. Cowley in. He drops back to throw. He's going to throw that. Oh, he bobbles it. He gets the first down, but there's a flag on the play. We'll see if it's PI or not. That one wouldn't.
It's going to be holding.
That one was in the backfield.
It looks like. Actually, it might be deep.
I think this is going to be a pass interference.
I was just going to say it might be defensive holding because the way this O-lineman got thrown on the ground, they might be thrown because it's not a receiver I saw. Oh, it is against the Kodiaks. Okay. Disregard what I think I know I'm talking about. I was way off on that one.
All right, so that is going to be a holding play on the
Unnecessary roughness.
Unnecessary
on a high-low. Offense, 15-yard penalty, second down repeated.
Yeah, that's
Those
tough.
are penalties you don't want to take. Coach Jason Casey, do you want to explain that one just a little bit? Because
So a high-low is, so for those that are listening at home and not seeing any replays, high-low is so a defensive lineman, for example, is already engaged with an O-lineman, and then either a running back or another O-lineman comes in and blocks him low. You can cut block someone, but not when he's already engaged.
second down for the Kodiaks. Cowley looks to throw. He's going to throw it deep. Oh, before gets his mitts on it before he is taken down. And that's Zach. No, shoot, couldn't quite see it.
19, looks like number 19, so Ingram.
But a big play for the Okanagan Sun.
That's tough because you know you're going to take a lick. You're coming over the middle. It's zone coverage. The ball is thrown a little behind you, so now you're trying to contort your body to try and make that catch, and then the linebacker's eyes just light up and come down and lay the hammer on you.
And you can see Elyon Noah now in the backfield to return this one for the Okanagan Sun. He's already at the 50. He's licking his chops looking at this return. Kodiak's back to punt. It's a decent throw, but they're going to take the safety and take a knee in the end zone. That makes it 15-0 for the Okanagan Sun with 4 minutes and 18 seconds left in the half. We're going to take a quick 1-minute timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football for AM 1150, BCFC TV, and TELUS TV, brought to you by Kelowna Glass. All right, so the Okanagan Sun took this one on their 40 or on their 35. Elyon Noah got 10 yards on the play to make it first down. It's second down, Sun. They're going to hand this one back to Noah. Noah goes right up the middle. He gets 15 yards on the play before being taken down, but he goes through defenders like they are nothing.
Wow, and he doesn't need much daylight as well. So we see this when you think this gap's going to close down on him so quick, and he's able to just kind of shuffle step aside. And it looks like there's nothing but brown and white jerseys, and he comes out for another 12, 15-yard gain.
First and 10 for the Sun. They're on the Kodiaks 50. Looks like they got Weiberg in the backfield here. They're going to fake the handoff to Weiberg. It's a quick play action. Unfortunately, Hunter Norman can't get anywhere with it. That makes a second down, Sun. What kind of happened on that play, Jason?
I think it was a beautiful defensive play by Caden Crow right there. You can see him coming off like this. So that play action pass, but because he is in the perfect, so that's Crow, number 55. Because he's already in the backfield, he knows that wasn't handed off. So he just went right around Weiberg before Weiberg could even block him. If he thought that ball was held into his belly a little longer, Crow probably would have went after Weiberg, and then Norman could have scooted out of there. But just good discipline by Crow, and that's a huge tackle for a loss.
And that's the 3-minute warning. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the half. The Okanagan Sun are driving. It's 2nd and 12. Norman drops back to pass. He's looking right. He's going to throw it deep right. That's caught. Ethan Kiefer with another grab. He just can't keep going with it, but Kiefer is playing a great game today.
Great job, and I'm loving how the slotbacks for the Okanagan Sun are getting behind this linebacking core. So you can see them, they're playing zone, but they're worried about that short ball too much. So those listening at home, the Okanagan Sun are putting 2 levels of pressure into the inside of the coverage for the Kodiaks. You got a short man and a deep man. As a linebacker, you're taught, force him to pass the short guy because then you can converge. But right now they're biting on the short, leaving the big 15-yard gain behind you.
1st and 10 for the Sun. They're going to give it to Noah. Noah goes right up the middle again. Again, they're giving him 5 yards every play.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, even the linebackers and defensive line, they can read this play happening. They understand that it's likely going to be a handoff and not just play action pass. But you can see the movement of the Okanagan Sun O-line. Once they get into your chest and underneath your chin, you're just skating on this grass, and they're just pushing you back.
Norman staying under center. Noah behind him. They bring in an extra blocker. They fake that. It's a rollout. It's caught by Melanson. Melanson gets the first down. Just taken down.
Yeah, that's a tough coverage responsibility for the Kodiaks there on the, I think it's number 24, their defensive back, Villeman, coming across. So if they're in man coverage or even zone coverage when you're trying to replace that guy coming off, you see Melanson come across the field. That's testing what the coverage is in the defense. They know that it's going to be play action pass, so he's just going to chip outside that defensive end, and Norman just hits him super quick in the flats, and he makes that first guy miss for a first down.
Norman staying in at quarterback. Norman fakes the handoff. He gives it to Noah. Noah makes 1, 2 guys miss. He's still going.
Wow.
He gets down to the 5-yard line after making how many guys miss, and they hit him.
And that's the exact same play we just saw, only they're going with the handoff. So you can see Melson coming across. You see him going in the flats. But again, this just shows the power and talent of Noah coming in there. He makes those first 2 guys miss. They think he's dead to rights. That's a tackle for a loss. That's a tackle for only a 2-yard gain, and it ends up turning into a 1st and goal now.
Elyon Noah making his mark on this defense right now. It's unbelievable. Norman gives it to Noah. Noah's got room, and he gets in for a touchdown. And he deserved that one, a 6-yard run for Noah.
He is not going to be brought down by one man. So you see them crowding the line of scrimmage here. They know it's, you're in your goal line defense, but you're coming down. So what that defensive end or linebacker is on that side, so when you're on that bottom of the field or bottom of the TV screen, and those listening at home, he's scraping down the line of scrimmage, but he's got to scrape tighter and either force Noah to cut back into where all the beef is or bounce way outside. Instead, he's coming off too wide off the side of his defensive responsibility and creates that gap from the offensive tackle to him, and it's easy for Noah to make that first guy miss.
And the kick is up, and it's good, making it 22-0 for the Okanagan Sun with 1:23 left in the half. We're
22-10, Cap.
Sorry.
Give the Kodiaks some respect.
All right, we're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football for AM 1150, brought to you by Chances Casino. Another solid return for Marion Martin. There is a flag in the backfield. We'll see what the refs mark it. It looks like it's holding.
I'm going to say holding on the return team, yep.
Yeah. 1:14 left in the half. The Sun lead 22-10. I apologize earlier for saying nothing. I was, I don't know. I got to be honest with you. I just messed that one up. That's my bad. That's my bad. I'm Stephen Kepler. Joining with me is Jason Casey. If you're listening on AM 1150, thanks for joining us on the iHeartRadio
on the
app.
run back, 10-yard penalty, first down.
So you were right, Jason Casey called a holding, and that's
Every
a
once in a
10-yard
while.
penalty. So they're going to start at their own 20 now for the Kodiaks with 1:14 to go in the half. They got to want to put some points on the board here just to stay and hang with the Sun right now.
Or worst case scenario, just keep possession of the ball. Don't let the Sun offense get control of the ball, and don't let the defense get a turnover right now.
Cowley drops back to pass. He looks right. He's going deep left. It's almost picked by the Sun. Incomplete. That one intended for Andrew Brown.
And, yeah, I don't know quite where he was thinking because it looked like the best receiver was Bond in that, the way he was dropping back in his zone coverage. But I don't know if Cowley was trying to look him off, but we can see he's looking strong and then just throws it on a laser. And I get that he was trying to get that crossing route coming across with Brown, but Bond was just there.
At least he gets his mitts on it, makes you know.
If that ball is 6 inches or more lower, that's a pick six.
Yes. 2nd and 10. They're going to hand this one off to Marion Martin. He's stopped at the line, but he keeps going to make a 3rd down and 6 now. So it looks like they're going to bring it. Well, they haven't brought out the punt team yet. Let's see.
Yeah, they'll be punting for sure. I don't know that they're going to do a safety again to try and pin them deep, but if they can get a good snap, I mean, Cowley was doing some punts for them earlier, and he's got, I think he's going to be doing their punt again. So he's got such long legs. If he gets a piece of one, he could probably get some good air under it, but we'll see what Coach Borum's going to do here.
Looks like we got a timeout here, so we're going to take a 30-second timeout here on AM 1150. It's Okanagan Sun football, brought to you by Kelowna Glass. One minute to go in the second quarter. The Sun lead 22-10. Cowley's going to take this ball and run back into the end zone again. And he hasn't taken a knee yet, and he's down. So they were just trying to run some clock there. Again, another safety for the Okanagan Sun, making it 24-10.
I mean, again, it is the right call when you look on paper what you've got. You don't have a kicker that's going to give you a 40 or 50-yard punt. You don't have a good enough long snapper that's going to secure that you can even get the kick off. So why not only give up 2 points and regain field position as opposed to giving the Okanagan Sun a short field? They're moving the ball quite effectively in the second quarter, and they've still got lots of time to do it. So make it a little more difficult for the Sun. See if the Kodiaks can just limit the bleeding to only down 2 touchdowns and get into the halftime and make some adjustments.
Yeah, and they're putting the clock in their arsenal as far as defensive goes because it's 53 seconds left in the half now. 1st and 10 for the Sun. They're going to start at the 35. Hunter Norman in at quarterback. He looks to throw. He's going to throw it deep down the center. That's caught by Melanson. Melanson gets to the 50. 1st down, and they're in Kodiak territory.
Yeah, the Kodiaks are definitely going to have to do something about how they're covering in between the hash marks right now in their zone and man coverage. Mostly zone. They're running a 3-4, but their linebackers aren't getting deep enough at all. Their linebackers are worried about what's happening behind the line of scrimmage, and that's allowing the receivers downfield to get open.
44 seconds left on the clock. Norman throws again. Melanson gets that one. He gets the 1st down, or just short.
Just short, but he's moving the ball nicely.
Melanson just running right up the middle, though, and doing quick button hooks.
And I'm loving the delivery of Norman. That kid is so deliberate in that pocket. He knows where he's making his read, and he's got a laser when he's delivering it.
I'd be curious, is he a 2nd or a 3rd-year Okanagan Sun player? Because I know he was with the team last year. Norman throws it out to the flats. That's caught by Melanson again. Melanson and Norman apparently the new hookup here on the team.
That's just it. That's 3 straight plays. You now get him out of bounds. He stops the clock and moves the chains. So you got another 1st down with lots of time left inside the Kodiaks 40.
1st and 10 for the Sun. It's 23 seconds left on the clock here before the half ends. Norman came in at quarterback, I think, to start the 3rd quarter. And he's got
2nd quarter?
Yeah.
The game's not moving that fast, Cap.
My bad. But no, he's moving the ball through the air quite well.
Very effective.
Norman drops back to pass. He's looking up the middle. He's looking to the right. He's going to throw it deep right. Oh, incomplete. That one intended for Kenny Williams.
So that's only 2 balls I haven't liked that he's thrown both times. So when we almost saw that pick earlier in the quarter, and then on this one, it's just a little too much air underneath. Good read. He's got lots of time. It is the right read because if he delivers it more on a 1 or 2 arc, he's getting it there before that free safety can make a play.
24-10 for the Okanagan Sun. There's 16 seconds left in the half. Norman in with Weinberg behind him. Likely back to block. 2nd and 10 on the 37. Norman drops back to throw. He looks deep left.
Wide open.
That's caught. First down, Sun. A great catch by Ethan Kiefer. Is it Kiefer or Kiefer? I hope I'm saying it right. Kiefer's family, I hope you're listening, and I apologize if I've been saying it wrong.
So this is good route running and play calling by the Okanagan Sun. So that deep corner in his cover 3 coverage is getting stretched by 2 guys.
First and goal, Norman rolls out to the right. That's caught. He takes it in for a touchdown. Sun, Sam Mellinson. 1 second left on the clock.
Oh, that's tough for the Kodiaks D, but that is just some great play calling and great play execution by this Okanagan Sun offense.
So there's a penny left on the clock, 30-10 for the Okanagan Sun. That's
very nicely done.
Touch demoralizing for the Kodiaks defense
100%,
right there.
100%, yeah.
That was a 60-yard drive, a 65-yard drive, mostly through the air from Hunter Norman.
Yeah, the kid is smooth back there.
And the kick is good. That makes it 31-10 for the Okanagan Sun. There's 1 second left on the clock. They still got a kick. There's still time for one play. What do you do? If I'm the Kodiaks, you just take the ball at the 30, right? I mean, can you?
You can, absolutely. You can elect to just take the ball. I think it's the 35.
Yeah.
And then if you want to just do a Hail Mary or just do a knee, why risk having another turnover or whatnot? So, but you also have good returners as well. Now, is the Sun going to put enough air on it with only 1 second left and put it to either Martin or Padock, knowing that they're your best guys with the football, or are they just going to squib it? I'm going to guess they're just going to squib it right through that front line. Clock's going to go out. You make a tackle, get into the halftime.
Yeah. Coach Jason Casey calling it like he sees it, and he's probably correct.
Once in a blue moon.
You've had a lot of right calls today, though. I'm counting 3.
Oh, my God. I got the trifecta already.
Yeah, exactly. 31-10 for the Sun, nearing the end of the half. It's another squib right down the right side of the field. Oh, no, he gets his hands on it.
Just get on it.
Oh, the stress. Then the clock goes down to 0, and that brings us to the end of the half. We're going to take a 5-minute break here, and then we'll have your halftime report for you in just a bit. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, TELUS TV, and BCFC TV, brought to you by Safeway.
A successful return for the Okanagan Sun right here. Takes the handoff. He throws towards the end zone and it is caught.
Cook that shit up, Quay. Two.
I'm back on. I invested in myself, that mean I'm black on. I did this from out the trenches, that's my back on. Feel a bro, he gonna get it, just ain't back home. Make my money match my outfit, I got racks on. Had to cut out all the dishes, tryna latch on. Watch my man run up 200 off a track phone. Let my dog handle the business, I'm a
Broken glass? No problem. Go see Tim at Kelowna Glass.
Hi, I'm Tim. Come see us for all your glass needs.
Kelowna Glass specializes in repair and replacement of auto, residential, and commercial glass. Kelowna Glass, Kelowna's #1 choice for auto glass.
Come and see us on the corner of Hunter and Enterprise.
Just avoiding a block there, and it's a high-flying boomer. O'Shea is back to receive. Mike O'Shea, he's got wheels. O'Shea down the sideline. Watch out! Here comes Mike O'Shea. See you later. Touchdown, Sun. And here for the Sun, empty. Britton, it's going to be a screen for Javon Garwood. Can Garwood get the hole? He can. Javon Garwood, afterburners. Zoom, zoom. Touchdown, Sun.
You can take that play.
Again with Garwood. Garwood has room. Garwood, look out! Here comes Javon Garwood down the sideline. Touchdown, Sun. First down and 10. Britton. He's going to take a shot wide open. It's O'Shea. Touchdown. 10 yards. And Britton now will pass. Look out, though. He's got pass rushers. Can he get the ball off? Oh, my goodness. It's caught. Receive. O'Shea. Needs some room, he needs some blockers. Here he comes. Mike O'Shea's going to go wide right. Can he get the blockers? Mike O'Shea, look at that burst. Mike O'Shea for the third straight week. Punt return for a touchdown.
Drops back. It's just a quick handoff, and they're going to run that right up the gut. He's got 10, he's got 15, he's at the 55.
And here
he's
come the
running
Jets.
for it. He's at the 40,
Look
the
at
30, the 20, the 10, and it is going to be a touchdown, Okanagan Sun.
3 receivers to the left side. And they fake it to Aiden. Down the middle, Mileto makes his first reception, bounces off a tackle. Mileto the 15 to 10, cut from behind. Bishop will hover back to his midfield to get to the punt return, but now he's got some room to run. Gets to the 20 to 10.
Broken glass? No problem. Go see Tim at Kelowna Glass.
Hi, I'm Tim. Come see us for all your glass needs.
Kelowna Glass specializes in repair and replacement of auto, residential, and commercial glass. Kelowna Glass, Kelowna's #1 choice for auto glass.
Come and see us on the corner of Hunter and Enterprise.
they're not showing they're such the inferior opponent like they did last week, regardless of how ugly that game was and other factors. But yeah, kudos to both sides. But the Okanagan Sun are obviously showing why they are the superior team in this matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. The Okanagan Sun have come out, and in every facet of the game, they've been dominating. Again, 22 first downs, 160 yards rushing, 170 yards passing, 325 yards of total offense, and their penalties. They've only had 5 penalties for
I think it was 19
yards.
Yeah.
So they're really helping them out. I don't think the Kodiaks are doing themselves any favors with their 4 penalties for 35 yards. But obviously these penalties haven't really had a bearing on the game at all. So what are the Kodiaks going to do coming out of the locker room? Because for me, the Okanagan Sun are likely going to start playing some second and third stringers. They're going to start getting reps for guys. So what are the Kodiaks going to do? They want to come out. They want to try and win, but they know they're against a juggernaut. So what are you telling your boys in the dressing room if you're the Kodiaks, if you're Jimmy Borum?
Well, honestly, keep on doing what they're doing right. And for me, as a spectator watching what they did on the offense, for the offense of the Kodiaks, I'd like to see them giving the ball back to Martin in between the tackles and trying to make him make that first guy miss. Then off that, the quick passing play action pass, which we saw work on that touchdown drive. They had 2 big runs and then 2 back-to-back play action passes off that run game. So I'd like to see them get back to that and see how the Okanagan Sun adjust. On defense, the biggest thing right now for me, yeah, they're giving up all these rushing yards, but I think what's really keeping the drives longer than they need to be is how wide open the deep middle area of the field is. So in between their linebackers and free safety and in between their halfbacks and corners. That's a lot of real estate on a Canadian football field, and they're allowing Norman and Roca to have way too much time to find those open receivers. So on defense, I think that's the first thing they got to switch, and then just try and have their front 7. The first guy don't miss tackles, because Noah's not. You're not going to make a highlight tackle against Noah or Weiberg. First guy, wrap him up, let the posse come in and help you, and instead of getting a 6 or 7 yard gain, force these running backs now to fight for a 2 or 3 or 4 yard gain.
All right. Again, it's halftime. The Okanagan Sun lead 31-10. We're going to take another 5-minute break, and the second half is underway in 5 minutes. He's down the left side of the field, and he gets almost 40 yards on the play. First down. They're electing to punt on 3rd down. And Noah back to receive this one. They're going to take it at the 45. Noah runs outside. He's running to the short side of the field. He's got room to run. He's at the 50. The center now. He's at the 50. He's at the 45 before he's taken. They're electing to punt on 3rd down. And Noah back to receive this one. They're going to take it at the 45. Noah runs outside. He's running to the short side of the field. He's got room to run. He's at the 50. The center now. He's at the 50. He's at the 45 before he's taken. Weiberg behind him. Roca hands it off to Weiberg. Weiberg's got room to run. That's a touchdown, Okanagan Sun. Aiden Weiberg with his first of the day. Weiberg behind him. Roca hands it off to Weiberg. Weiberg's got room to run. That's a touchdown, Okanagan Sun. Aiden Weiberg with his first of the day. The kick. Oh, it's another botched snap, but they get it away, and it's a point for the Sun. 7. The kick is up. Almost blocked. It's blocked again by the Okanagan Sun.
It's just a matter of time on those slow snaps.
The kick is up. Almost blocked. It's blocked again by the Okanagan Sun.
It's just a matter of time on those slow snaps.
Sun stacking 4 in the box. Cowley drops back to throw. He's under pressure. There's a lot of Sun jerseys on him. He rolls out left. He throws it, and that's stopped, tipped by the Okanagan. Sun stacking 4 in the box. Cowley drops back to throw. He's under pressure. There's a lot of Sun jerseys on him. He rolls out left. He throws it, and that's stopped, tipped by the Okanagan. Here. But this is a makeable chip. I mean, it's a chip shot for some, but we'll see. Harper kicks it, and it is good. That's 3 points for Norman is in at quarterback as well. So Hunter Norman getting time. Noah takes the ball up the middle again, gets a few yards. First down, Sun on the short side of the field. The far side of the field wide open. Cowley looks to throw. He's going to throw it left. That's caught. Touchdown, Kodiaks. On the short side of the field. The far side of the field wide open. Cowley looks to throw. He's going to throw it left. That's caught. Touchdown, Kodiaks.
Because you get that quick mismatch. And loving what he's doing.
Cowley gets the ball off a lot faster than most guys I'm seeing.
You made that point earlier. Maybe that's why he's playing now, right?
And that's how he's there. Okanagan Sun are driving. It's 2nd and 12. Norman drops back to pass. He's looking right. He's going to throw it deep right. That's caught. Ethan Kiefer with another grab. Okanagan Sun are driving. It's 2nd and 12. Norman drops back to pass. He's looking right. He's going to throw it deep right. That's caught. Ethan Kiefer with another grab. He's making his mark on this defense right now. It's unbelievable. Norman gives it to Noah. Noah's got room, and he gets in for a touchdown. Noah making his mark on this defense right now. It's unbelievable. Norman gives it to Noah. Noah's got room, and he gets in for a touchdown.
To him, and it's easy for Noah to make that first guy miss.
And the kick is up, and it's good, making it 22-0 for the Okanagan Sun with 1:23 left in the half. We're going to take
10. That deep corner in his cover 3 coverage is getting stretched by 2 guys.
First and goal. Norman rolls out to the right. That's caught. He takes it in for a touchdown. Sun Sam.
That deep corner in his cover 3 coverage is getting stretched by 2 guys.
First and goal. Norman rolls out to the right. That's caught. He takes it in for a touchdown. Sun Sam.
Yeah, the kid is smooth back there.
And the kick is good. That makes it 30.
Thinking about saying that all week, a little down home with the stars up above me, my kind of way to unwind. My life's a little bitter with some dirt on it. Sure sounds like a soul-saving cure, don't it? I'll be fishing in the dark, nitty-gritty. Goodbye, city. Hello, 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 sunshine. Hello, wide wind blowing. Closest thing to heaven, man, don't I know it? I'm home when the world moves slow like honey. Goodbye, city. Hello, country.
All right, at the half, 31-10 for the Okanagan Sun, and the Kodiaks back out on the field. The Sun back out on the field. Jason, what do you figure? The Okanagan Sun will be getting the ball at the half as well. Do you run the ball? Is that all you do? I mean, their Okanagan Sun run offense has been outstanding.
Yeah, sure. To say that do you just run the ball because your head? I don't think so, because at the end of the day, Story, you still have your full 4 quarters of game planning to get ready, because as we've been harping on, next weekend they're at the Huskers, who's likely going to be their playoff semifinal matchup.
Yeah.
So you got back-to-back games against the Huskers. So you want to make sure everything you do right now, this is a perfect opportunity to get that Kodiaks. You've got a great cushion right now on the scoreboard. You got 3 touchdowns ahead of your opponent right now. Continue with your offense, get your defense playing smart, no penalties, make sure you're swarming to the ball, don't allow the Kodiaks to move the ball easily on you. You just want to start clicking on all cylinders.
Again, it's 5:25. The
Super
game
quick.
started at 4 o'clock, and we're already starting the second half. This has been a fast football game. We'll see what it looks like for the second half, but a very, very short first half. I think the shortest in CG.
They keep track of something like that.
So the Kodiaks are back to kick. The Sun looks like they're just making some last-minute adjustments before they hit the field here.
Yeah, so we'll see if the Sun line up there, and if the Kodiak is kicker, I think it's number 41 there, Harper, if he's been told, if number 20's back there, kick it away from him. So we'll see if it's likely going to be Kiefer. That's what we've seen earlier. It was Kiefer and Noah, and that looks like what they're lining up there. So do you just pooch it, or do you kick it deep to Kiefer if you've got that kind of leg?
Well, there was a rule when Devin Hester was in the NFL. Do not kick to Devin Hester. That guy changed the game.
Yep.
So, again, we got Kiefer and Elelion Noah back to receive this one. They're going to squib this one but Kiefer manages to get it. He cuts inside. He's at the 40. He got room. He's at the 45. He's still moving. Just after the 45, so good field position for the Okanagan Sun to start the half.
Yeah, if you don't have a leg that can pound it down to someone's 10-yard line with lots of hang time, you have to make sure your cover team is fast and disciplined. So if you're going to squib it like that and get it, even though it gets all the way to the deep returner, you've got to make sure that your coverage guys get through there, maintain their lanes, and make those tackles. And you squib it, and he picked it up at about his 25-yard line, but to give him a 22-yard return on that, that's tough for the Kodiak coverage team.
Sun starting on their own 48, and looks like Roca's back in at quarterback with Noah behind him. They give it to Noah. No, they fake it to Noah. They throw it deep. That's caught. He's going to go. He's taking it in for a touchdown. Sun to start the half. One play, one touchdown,
Mileto.
57 yards for Colby Mileto.
So for those listening at home, you're going to watch on this replay, those that can see it, it's the exact same play we saw several times. You're going to see the slot back come across in motion, see Mellison come across, he got a play action pass, but he's going to give a quick little shoulder fake to the flats, and that allows Mileto to be wide open in between the safety and corner, and the corner can't make a quick enough adjustment to make that tackle. I love how the Okanagan Sun are setting up all these plays that start looking exactly the same, but they give you all these weapons off it, and they just keep going. Whether they run it, throw little flats, or now throw down this deep seam, they're going to get you every single time.
A great way to open up the half of the Okanagan Sun, making it now 38-0 with that extra point. Or sorry, 38-10. My apologies.
Again.
Kodiaks
29
fans,
seconds
that's
in.
my apologies. I'm Stephen Kepler. I'll take full responsibility for my failed moments. You know what? You blow it every now and then, and that's what I just did.
We're only human, Cap.
14 and a half minutes left in the half, or the quarter. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150 for Safeway. The Okanagan Sun open up the half by scoring on their first play. They're going to kick that one deep. They take that at 10, make it to the 25 before he's taken out of bounds. First down, Kodiaks.
Yeah, big hit. He took it the sidelines there, Padock. Good return. See, that's a nice kick. It's got some hang time. It gets down there. He fields it in between his 15 and 20-yard line. And, you know, that's an adequate return, but it allows your coverage time. When you can kick the ball like that with that hang time, it allows your coverage team to get down there and mitigate how big of a return your opposition can get against you.
38-10 with 14 left in the third quarter. Cowley behind him. They've got Xander Shane, is back in at running back, and the refs called that one dead.
Well, the wasted timeout by the Sun, but I think they called him on it before that. You had a late substitution, and then there's only time you can substitute. And, yeah.
All right, so the refs are actually calling.
Defense, offside, 5-yard penalty, repeat the down.
Okay, so it's 1st and 5 now for the Kodiaks. Before the play could even get underway, Xander Shane back in at running back now. They give the ball to Shane. He runs right up the middle, and he almost gets the first down. Let's see what they call it.
Yeah, it's nice. You got 1st and 5. Why not run the ball right away? Get that. See if you can't move the chains on that first play. But that's a good. That was a good penalty by the defense as well for the Sun. Don't allow the Kodiaks to run a play when you're a man down, and instead of wasting a timeout, just cause a quick turn offside. No harm, no foul. Smart play. And I think it's just going to be short.
Yeah, no. They're calling it first down.
Calling it.
Yep.
I thought they were about a half yard.
So they're calling that one a gain of 5. Kodiak staying in the gun. The Sun showing four blitz. He's got room. Oh, and that's incomplete. Cowley went to throw after the Sun just got right through the line there.
Yeah, so quick pressure against Cowley, and then even against a tall quarterback like this, you teach your defensive linemen and linebackers that you can't get to the quarterback, obstruct his vision and his passing lanes. So on those short passes, when it's coming out hot and only on a one arc where there's no air underneath it, get your mitts up and knock that ball, and that's exactly what they just did against them.
Cowley and Shane in the backfield. Cowley drops back to throw. He's looking left. He's going to throw it left. Incomplete. I'm curious as to why the receiver stopped before going to catch it.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there by, I think that was Brown coming in. I think he thought his wide receiver, so he was doing this out, and the wide receiver was just going straight down the sidelines on a jet. And I think he thought that wide receiver was hooking up, and the ball was his, so he just put on the brakes, not realizing he was trying to throw, Cowley was trying to throw him open towards the sidelines.
Cowley back to punt. It's a decent snap. He gets it away, drops at the 50, doesn't go out of bounds yet. We got no yards on the play, just I believe that's a penalty against the Kodiaks.
Yeah, and that's tough for Cowley as well, because that end-over-end kick, you're hoping that when it lands, it continues going on that. When it landed right on the nose of the ball, you get that back kick, and it stayed in the field of play. He was trying to get it out of bounds. It would have been about the 45-yard line if he did it on that line. But, it took a Sun bounce, and then he was able to, the returner was able to get in there, and there's just, I think there was 2 Kodiaks inside that 5-yard deal.
So it'll be first and 10 now for the Sun. But there is a few penalties on the play. The refs are about to let us know here.
Unnecessary run, face masking, number 73, no yards.
Did you know me and you must be fireproof with all the hell that we've been through? When all our loving lost its charm.
They're going to hand it off to Noah. Noah goes on the outside. He's got room. Gets 10 yards on the almost 10 yards on the play. Just shy of the first down. Bringing it down to the 25.
Yeah, just good, smooth, patient running by him. I mean, when you're up against guys, and I think that was Colledy in there, the linebacker coming down, making that tackle, but he's making that tackle at like 8 yards deep. So you're already getting huge gains before you're even getting touch coming through if you're Noah or Weiber.
Second and one. They're going to fake that one to Noah. Walker's going to throw it, and it's a first down caught by Kenny Williams.
And now that's the 4th read off that play. So we've seen this play already. We've seen it with the Melanson as a slot back motion coming across, hit him in the weak side flat. We've seen it as a run play, and we've seen it where they hit the number 2 receiver up on the jet on the seam pattern. This time now was Williams coming in on that deep end.
So it's first and almost goal for the Sun. They're going to hand it off to Noah. Noah gets room. He breaks out. Makes another guy miss. And then he's dropped at the 7-yard line or the 8-yard line.
It's just, the kid is just, God, he's so good. It's just so good. He's so smooth. He's so strong. We had a little stiff arm there by him. It's just, he's so well put together. He's had so much great experience where he's already played. Coming in here right now behind a fantastic line and great play calling. He must just, it must look so slow to him.
And a wider field, wide open places for him to run, considering he came from the NCAA, with Boise State, where those guys are big. The size of their,
you can be the 300th rated team in the NCAA Div 1. That's still NCAA Div 1.
Exactly. So the Okanagan Sun have taken a timeout here. 10 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Sun lead 38-10. And Roka's just having a little bit of a conversation here on the field with Travis Miller, Jay Christensen, and not sure what's going on. Roka's going back out.
It's probably just giving them an idea, so they would have made probably 1 or 2 play calls in this huddle on the sidelines. They told them okay. Oh, free play.
Pitches it to Noah. Noah takes it in for a touchdown.
He's short. Just short. I think he got tripped. Oh, no. Wait. We got one side calling it. No, he's down. No, he's short.
Just almost there, but that was a highlight reel tackle.
Yeah, it was free play because defensive tackle jumped off, so the Okanagan Sun Oct knew it was a free play regardless. They were getting a first down. But to have that when he just gets clipped here, that's a nice open field tackle right there. Why try and tackle such an evasive guy? I like that. Absolutely. If you can take his legs out from underneath him, that's exactly what you want. And he just barely was able to flip, just shy of flipping across the goal line.
And they're going to call the offside. So first down, Sun, and goal. They got a couple of yards to go. We got Mileto in the backfield with lead blocking, it looks like, for Noah.
Yeah, we got Williams playing weak side tight end.
Roka calling the play from the line of scrimmage here.
Double tight end, actually. Melison's on the strong side as well.
They give it to Noah. Noah takes it in. Now he gets his touchdown!
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough hill to climb for the Kodiaks and something like this. You got those 7 guys on the line of scrimmage. You got the fullback who's a great blocking receiver in Mileto, and you got a powerful running back in Noah.
44-10 for the Okanagan Sun. Now they bring Atwood in to kick the extra point. And because there have been a few tough snaps here for this Okanagan Sun special teams, I can't go to commercial. Not until they kick this, because the way the snapping has been very fortunate for the
we want to see if they make improvements.
But they were making a lot of improvements, or they were working on their snapping on the sidelines. And the kick is up, and it's good. So that makes it 45-10 for the Okanagan Sun. We're in the third quarter here with 10 minutes left. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, TELUS TV, and DCFC TV. Brought to you by Stoberger. All right, after that touchdown, it makes it 45-10 for the Okanagan Sun. The Kodiaks. 2 touchdowns on the Kodiaks to start this half with 4.5 minutes of football. They kick it away to the 15. They're going to take this to the 20, to the 25. He's under pressure, and he's taken out almost at the 30. A decent return by Pittock again.
Yeah, same as what we saw earlier. Clear kick to the left returning side of the Kodiaks, and Pittock just got underneath it and got as much as he could out of it. So yeah, picking up about his 15, turning that into about a 12 to 15-yard return. That's respectable against a well-coached Okanagan Sun team like this. And then what we haven't seen so far in this, only 4.5 minutes of this third quarter is what the Kodiaks were able to do in the second quarter moving the ball. So we'll see if they can get some consistent play calling and execution.
Cal Lean at QB, he hands this one off. They take it on the inside before he's stuffed, and he gets maybe 2 yards on the play to make it second down for the Kodiaks.
Yeah, it's just they're not allowing him to have much daylight when he's running in there, and I think that was Xander Shane on that. So they're bringing in some fresh legs back there in the backfield, but they've got to get something going. I like what they were doing with Martin. I don't know if Shane's the same kind of runner, if he can make that first guy miss or not. When Martin was able to make that first guy miss and bounce, that's where we saw them really moving that ball well, and it opened up the play-action pass. So without that adequate run play, it's going to make the Okanagan Sun defense easier to cover.
Cowley drops back to pass. He looks left. He's going to throw it deep left, and it's intercepted by the Okanagan Sun. A huge pick for Michael Jordan.
That's his seventh. That's the seventh pick of the season already, man. Well played. I mean, it's pretty easy at this point because it was a poorly thrown ball. He thought the receiver was going to cut up on that, but he was able to just stick. He was sitting his cut coverage like that, and if he was able, if he was able to keep his balance because the ball was so poorly thrown, that was a pick six. But to get your offense on the field that quick after already putting up 7, this is a great opportunity for the Sun to keep this powerhouse moving.
First and 10 for the Sun. Now they're at the Kodiaks 40. They give this one to Weiberg. Weiberg cuts inside. Makes a few guys miss before getting 6 yards on the play. And they're getting 6-7 yards every 4 to 5 yards every play.
And this should have been a tackle for a loss right there. That's a 1 yard loss. But because Weiberg and Noah are so good at that, you think you got me, bye-bye. You make that first guy miss all the time. That's so frustrating for these guys. But the linebackers and defensive line, they know how to tackle. They've got to wrap them up, let the posse come in and help you take them down.
Melanson having a quick word with Roca. Not sure, maybe just trying to figure out what play was called. Roca drops back. It's caught by Melanson. Melanson gets a few yards. It's first down, Sun on the 25.
Yeah, big, almost about 11-yard gain on that quick little hitter. I wonder if Melanson is ahead. If they're in zone, I'm going to hook up right like this. He may have just given his quarterback a quick little read that if they do X, I'm going to do Y. And it seemed to work because he hooked up very quickly in between the two zone coverage, and Roca hit him super quick.
Weiberg in the backfield now, first and 10 for the Sun at the 25. Weiberg takes it. He goes off tackle. There's a flag on the play. Weiberg gets the first down to the 10. Almost 15 yards on the play, but it looks like it could be coming back. We'll see what the refs say.
Yeah, I don't know if they're running a stunt or if running a trench. Number 73, the defensive lineman for the Kodiaks was coming hard on the outside, thinking he was going to be able to meet Weiberg on a wide run, and Weiberg just did that quick plant again and turned upfield, and without him skipping a beat, was able to get a big run out of that.
All right, so it was just a procedure. I'm curious, why did they let the play go? If they call it procedure.
Because it's still an opportunity. Because if a turnover happens for the defense, they get an opportunity to hold that. They can decline that penalty, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Second and 15 for the Sun now. They're at the 30. Going left to right. Roca looks left. He's going to throw deep left. That's caught. Is that Kenny Williams with that touchdown?
I don't understand why that defensive back got caught flat-footed.
It's 51, about to be 52 to 10.
Yeah, so for those listening to us, Williams did a hard, almost like fake the skinny.
Chances Casino.
talking to one of his fans there. That's awesome.
So Kenny Williams with the touchdown. It looks like he's speaking with his fans already in the stands, so he's all happy. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third quarter. The Sun lead 52-10 against the George Kodiaks. Kodiaks get the ball at the 20, bring it to the 33, first down, Kodiaks. And hey, Kodiaks fans still making noise in the stands with their cowbells, and that's what you love to see. This is junior football. You should always support your team no matter what. And I got to give these fans
he was a Washington Commanders fan.
All right, Cowley staying in under center. It looks like a Marion Martin behind him. They give it play action. He's going to throw it out to the flats. And they get a couple yards. A good grab by Caden Wagner. Still second down here for the Kodiaks.
Yeah, not a terrible play call, but when they're not needing to respect the run, the linebackers and weak side halfbacks who are your run support for the D-line, cheat on that. When they know, I'm not biting on that play action pass, they can still get out into their flats and their short zone coverage and swarm to a play like that and still say, it could have been a bigger game.
Second and five. They play action to again. Sorry. The play action. Cowley went to throw deep left. Nobody was there to grab it. That makes it third down.
No, but I mean Andrew Brown, he's got to want to try and get a ball at some point. He keeps thinking it's going elsewhere, but these receivers, you know what everyone is running on any given route, whether it's just a play name or you're using number scheme or whatever. You know where every single body's going to be, so you know that there's nobody going deep. And if the ball's in that vicinity, you've got to at least make sure it's not going to be a turnover. Right now, I'm not seeing that kind of hungriness from the majority of the Kodiaks receivers.
The lights are on in the Apple Bowl. Cowley is punting this one. Punted to the 45 and out of bounds. And we got, it looks like a Kodiaks player down on the field. He's struggling. Looks like he had a bit of a stinger in his right arm.
Okanagan Sun would again like to thank JDS Energy and Mining for their support of the team and their scholarship program. We'd also like to acknowledge Candell Homes, Popeyes, Patterson Signs, Bronag Construction, Wilson M. Beck Insurance, Valley Mitsubishi, Papa John's, Kim Dobransky, Gould Mechanical, Macintosh Development, Rona, Chamberlain Group, and Norval Rentals. Last call as well for 50-50 tickets. We'll be making the draw for our 50-50 during the early stages of the fourth quarter. Elliot Noah, the ball carrier.
Large times. Put your hands together for the Sheepdogs.
Second and 7, second and 3. Elliot Noah again, the ball carrier. Barrels his way forward for another Okanagan Sun first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line. Pass deep downfield intended for Ethan Kiefer goes incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
Bark under his butt.
Competition breeds improvement.
Absolutely.
And for the Sun now, Noah in the backfield. Oh, they just drew a player offside, so there's a flag on the play. It's a free play. Roca looks. He makes one guy miss. He's going to throw it just down the middle, and that's incomplete. But a free play, so we'll see what the refs call this one. But it looks like it was offside on that defensive end on the far side of the field.
Yeah, looks like he jumped pretty quick there, and now it'll be 2nd and 5 instead of 3rd and 10. Yep.
Yeah, I'll take 2nd and 5 over 3rd and 10 any day
all
of the
day.
week, all day long.
Repeat the down.
So they're going to repeat the down, 2nd and 5. You know, you hate those as a defensive player because they just made him bite barely, and he lost his footing. So you draw a guy offside, and then all of a sudden he doesn't have the right footing because he jumped a little, caught himself. And so the Kodiaks, they can't have those penalties. No in the backfield. Roca.
Yeah, Elliott Noah, the ball carrier. Gain of 16, 1st and 10 at the 21.
Gets hit by 3 jerseys before still moving.
Elliott Noah getting the ball carrier.
Noah is made of iron.
Non-stop. Him and Weiberg, they just don't stop their legs, which is great for a running back when you're in there with all that meat. But we saw on here, this is kind of like a weak side trap. I think they pulled their strong side guard coming across the formation there, and then they want to have a kick out and open that field. I don't know if they were blitzing on that for the Kodiaks, but they did a good job at congesting that line of scrimmage, but Noah's just so powerful.
2nd and 6 for the Sun. It's a low snap. They play action that to Noah. He's going to throw it deep to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Sun! Ethan Kiefer!
And another thing of why I love the Canadian game, he was able to throw his receiver open. Initially, at about the goal line, maybe a get separation for number 29, who's Rodriguez there.
So that makes it 58-10 for the Okanagan Sun. They're firing on all 6 cylinders this second half.
This third quarter alone has just been lights out.
What is it, 3 touchdowns for the Sun in this half?
Yeah.
And the kick is good, making it 59-10. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, BCFC TV, and TELUS TV, brought to you by Chemtech West. Okanagan Sun lead 59-10 with 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the third quarter. We just want to say thanks for joining us on AM 1150, BCFC TV, and TELUS TV. Thanks for hanging out with us. Marion Martin back to receive. He's at the 10. He gets to the 20. And there's a little bit of a hole, but he stopped at the 27-yard line. First down, Kodiaks.
Yeah, you can see probably the hamster in his head there on the wheel thinking, all right, I got a seam here, but he just wasn't hitting it. He didn't get top speed quick enough, and the Okanagan Sun, their coverage team was just able to close that too quick. But it is pretty consistently where they've been starting. They've been consistently starting in between their own 25 and 35-yard line. They're just not able to move the ball onto the Okanagan Sun side of the half and either regain field position with a punt or get any kind of points on the board.
Cowley still in a quarterback. Martin behind him. Cowley gives it to Martin. Martin goes off tackle. He's got room to grow. He's got the first down before going out of bounds using the sideline as his best friend, taking a page out of Bill Long's book.
So I wonder why it took 12 minutes for us to see this kind of play calling, which we've already seen in the first half. The second quarter, this is what we were getting. We were getting Martin coming in there, hitting that line of scrimmage. It's congested. I'm going to bounce side. Make you miss, get to the sidelines, move those chains. Love the play call, love the execution. I'd like to see more of it out of the Kodiaks.
Martin staying in at running back, Cowley back. Martin takes it, goes up the inside before he's stopped by. Again, they've really struggled to move the ball inside on this defensive line. They still get 3 yards on the play, but.
And what they tried to do different on this, Cap, it wasn't just a straight up like big on big or search or RPO. They actually pulled their strong side. I don't recall if it was the guard or tackle, but they pulled one of their old linemen for a kick out to try and get that real estate for Martin. But again, the Okanagan Sun front seven are so smart and so quick, that's a tough task.
4 linebackers, 4 defensive linemen. Cowley back to pass. He's going to throw it inside. Oh, in and out of the hands of Caden Wagner. He's going to want that one back.
Yeah.
Making
eight on his jersey, and he just couldn't secure
right
it.
In the numbers, but you got good for Cowley because he had, I couldn't quite see who was coming at behind him, but he had a big defensive end coming at him. If I have a guy that big coming after me, I'm not going to be able to make the right call. All right, so they're back to punt. Cowley going to boot this one. It's almost blocked. It looks like it's tipped. It's going to drop at the 50 before the Sun return it. There's going to be no yards on the play. But they get on it.
Well, they did get it, but I don't know if that should be no yards because, yeah, it sounded like someone got a piece of it or if that was just the sound because it came ugly off his foot. I thought it was tipped.
Well, let's see here.
But we'll see what the call is. Oh, no.
So no yards.
That's too bad.
That's no yards on Taman Piddock.
But we also saw Cowley, as soon as he knew the ball came off his foot ugly, he was hauling butt downfield to try and secure that thing. So the Sun got to realize that. The coaching staff will tell him when Cowley starts leaving the backfield to come down and get his own kick, someone's got to pick him up.
Rucka and Weiberg in the backfield now. They give it to Weiberg. He runs on the left outside. He gets just a few yards before he's kind of pushed up and taken down, but he still gets another 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, it was a nice tackle. Not quite an open field tackle because he's still kind of cut back to where all the meat is, but it's still on backs like Weiberg and Noah. No one else was slowing him down, so technically it was still a great open field tackle by the Kodiak defender there.
2nd and 2 for the Sun going left to right. They're now in Kodiak territory. Kodiak's territory? They're going to hand this one off to Weiberg. Weiberg runs on the outside. He pushes his way outside, gets a first down, and then a couple more yards. First down, Sun.
Yeah, pardon me. I like that play call as well because same thing. We saw the fullback, so the slot back in motion becoming the fullback, and then the Sun also are pulling that backside guard or tackle coming across the formation to try and get those kickouts. The defenders are just washing that down and forcing their running back outside.
Roca looks to throw. He's got room on the left. He looks deep right. He's going to throw it short right. That's caught.
Beauty
Marcus Burton with his first grab of the day.
Aside from kickoffs, we haven't heard his name at all.
No,
so
we haven't.
That's a nice first down catch.
And patient throw from Roca as well.
100%.
He's throwing the ball a lot better this half. And you know what? The last game, too, in the last few quarters, he's really changed the way he's throwing it. He's getting the ball off quicker, it seems like.
These quarterbacks for the Sun have the confidence of a great O-line. So you can make first read, second read, third read.
Roca looks to throw. He catches it on the inside. That was to Weiberg, it looks like. He ran inside. 2nd and 5 now for the Sun. Oh, no, that was Josh Gunther. That was my bad. And that is the end of the third quarter. The Okanagan Sun lead 59-10. That was 2nd and 5. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, BCFC TV, and TELUS TV, brought to you by Stober Group.
Okanagan Sun 2nd and 5 at the 29. Number 15, Hunter Norman back in
At the start of the
position.
fourth quarter, it's 59-10 for the Okanagan Sun. Hunter Norman in at quarterback now, 2nd and 5. Sun going right to left. The Sun just coming down the bowl on the 28-yard line. The Sun have been driving the ball. Norman's going to keep it. Noah's his lead blocker. He gets the first down and a couple more yards and change there almost at the 20-yard line. Great blocking by Noah.
Yeah, and I like that play call because it's the first time we've seen it as a designed quarterback draw. And then, yeah, that's great.
And it was Kyle Dennis actually in at running back for the blocking there.
Yeah.
So the Sun are playing their third stringers now, second and third stringers, and it makes sense. They're up 59-10. Get some reps in for all of these guys. Norman looks to throw. He's going to throw left. That's caught, I think. We'll see what the refs mark it.
Nice read. That should be a first down.
Yep.
I like how this kid scans the field, and I love how he delivers the football.
Yeah, Hunter Norman's a great little football player.
Yeah.
Again, that just shows how good their recruiting is when Norman's their third stringer and he plays like he could start on any team in this league. They're going to hand this one off to just shy of the goal line here. That's Kyle Dennis again.
Yeah, the Okanagan Sun are certainly, they've got depth at the majority of the positions on their football field, regardless of the side of the ball, and the coaching is always top-notch to make sure these guys are always ready to get into these game situations.
That's Kyle Dennis in with Norman in the backfield. They're going to give it to Dennis. Dennis takes it. He fumbles it on the goal line. Ooh, and the Kodiaks are saying they have the ball, and it looks like they recover the ball in the end zone, which would bring.
Oh, that's tough. Dennis, he smelled the touchdown and just, I don't know if he just kind of got clipped or clipped his wing out there and the ball popped out.
But Joseph Bertram caused that fumble, and he smacked him pretty good there at the line.
Yeah, that's a good poke. Actually, yeah, you know, that's just top-notch defense there. You can't fault that for Dennis, yep. But, hey, kudos to the Kodiaks and not giving up, man. You're down 49 points, and you're still battling on your own 2-yard line.
And it was like this last week with the Kodiaks. They weren't winning. They were close to, the game was out of reach, but they kept playing and they didn't lose their temper. And I thought that's so hard
Don't
to
get chippy and stuff.
Yeah, it's just good for them. Cowley looking to throw. He's going to hand this one off to Omarion Martin. Martin runs on the outside. Gets almost 5 yards on the play to make it 2nd and 5 now for the Kodiaks.
Yeah, and that's your previous point there, Cap. That's a testament to what the Kodiaks are building. The coaching staff, the office, the recruiters, everything. And they're building up to that. You know what? If we continue on this path, there's going to come a time where we're going to be fighting for that final playoff spot if we continue to get better. So kudos to them. It'd be nice to see them put up more points and have a better defense, but that's just a matter of time.
Yep. 12 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They're going to get the first down with that throw, it looks like, before he's tackled.
Yeah, it depends on where the nose of the ball is because he's spotting him right at that first down marker, and they're giving it to him. Yeah.
Matthew Sturgis with the grab, too.
Yeah, good job on him and running that hook right at that line, just past that first down marker. Sometimes receivers get to it, then turn back, and they lose that ground. You first want to push past that first down marker. Then as you're coming back, you know you're going to get that forward progress.
And good defensive play from Ferreira with the
good
tackle there.
Yeah, for sure.
Stayed on his man. Cowley staying in at quarterback. He's going to hand that one off, fake the handoff to Marion Martin. It's picked off by the Okanagan Sun after a tip. Owen Landry with the interception.
I think it was just behind Wagner.
I believe we call that the tip drill.
So for those listening at home, it was a quick, almost like slant, skinny post, and Cowley tried to hit him too quick, but he got it on his back shoulder. He wasn't able to get two hands on it, and that tipped up to the free safety.
That's first down for the Okanagan Sun now. I'm seeing Justin Lutz go in. But Norman's going to stay in at QB. Justin Lutz is going to get some rep at running back now. All right, Norman has all the time to throw. He's going to bootleg left. He's going to throw it left, and that's caught. A first down, and that one caught by Alex McLeod.
Yep. Nice route, nice throw, nice delivery as you do that rollout. You know it's going to be a sprint out right away because you can see where the formation is, and then Lutz is securing that outside edge for him, allows him to get out the pocket.
He has almost a similar release to Eli Manning there. He's just so, his posture.
That's
so
nice.
strong.
Yep.
Lutz back with Hunter Norman looking to throw. He's under pressure. He pump fakes. He's going to run out the left side before he's met by 3 jerseys, and he's taken out of bounds. Oh, and there's a flag on the play, so it looks like we got unnecessary roughness on the defense here on Norman.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be right at the first down marker, but now with that penalty, it's going to definitely be moving the chains. But I bet you Coach Gamboris, the quarterback coach for the Okanagan Sun, is going to tell Norman, no. Don't wait at the numbers and try and make some contact. Get your butt out to the sidelines. I want you out to the sidelines.
And Nicholas Tremblay he was throwing his fist. It looks like he's throwing fists, but he's actually trying to punch the ball
refs will give you 1 or 2 attempts at that, but if you're trying to throw like a Mike Tyson uppercut, they're going to eventually throw that flag. Oh, they're calling a face mask, not on the ball strip.
First down.
So it's a first down for the Sun, but there was a penalty on both plays. We had a face mask on the offense, unnecessary roughness on the defense. The sun just starting to set here at the Apple Bowl. The lights are up. It's a beautiful, beautiful evening for football. 10 minutes left in the game. The Sun lead 59-10. Norman in at quarterback with Lutz with him. They're going to give it to Lutz. Lutz just tries to take it in, but can't quite get in the end zone. That'll make it 2nd and goal.
Yeah, it looks like.
And there's another flag on the play.
Looked like the Kodiaks were doing some cover 0, though, so they were blitzing off the weak side, and that was able to stuff up. Yeah, so they had a blitz coming off the weak side, and that stuffed up the inside so quick.
So let's see.
Unnecessary roughness. Number 9 applied as dead ball foul, 15 yards, 2nd down.
Ooh. So this one against Justin Lutz, not exactly what you want.
Yeah, I don't know if they took liberties on that tackle and didn't like the way that he was tackled, but you don't want to see that happen. So a young running back like that will have to be told, you know what, that hurts you in key situations. So you just got to take your licks, get back to the huddle, and run the next play.
2nd and goal. They're on the 16 now. Norman, he's going to pass. He's showing pass. He's got some blocks. He's looking right. He's going to roll out right. He's going to throw deep right. That's caught. Touchdown.
What a pass.
Touchdown, Sun.
That deep corner
Josiah
route.
Halliburton managing to get open on that one.
This is just beautiful. So he's the number 2 receiver out top. So you've got, again, the running back sealing the end. So I think that was Kyle Dennis sealing the end. You got a rollout by this young quarterback. He's waiting for his receiver to make his break, and then he throws his open. That was a beautiful throw.
So that's 65-10 now for the Okanagan Sun. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football for AM 1150, BCFC TV, and TELUS TV, brought to you by Kelowna Glass. So the extra point is good. The Sun now leads 66-10. About 9.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. The Sun are going to kick the ball back to the Prince George Kodiaks. Looks like Omarion Martin is back to receive this one on the right side. On the left side, it looks like Braden Van Summeren. And that's going to be a deep ball right, so Martin's going to return this one. He's got it at the 10. He muffed the punt. Then there's a whistle on the play.
His knee was down when he muffed it. His knee was already down, so as soon as you touch that ball, an amateur ball, your knee is down. It's dead ball.
Thank you.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They're pinned deep in their own end zone, almost at the 10-yard line. Quite a few yards to go. This is a tall order for the Prince George Kodiaks in the second half here.
Yeah, you got 100 yards to go. That's tough.
And it looks like we've got Sabine in at quarterback now. They hand that off to Martin. He goes up the gut before getting two yards on the play. So they just keep running up the gut again on the Okanagan Sun and really not getting anywhere on them. Marion Martin looking a little frustrated on the play too.
Yeah, I think he's getting frustrated, so I don't know what else they have in their arsenal to try and give him some opportunities to make something happen. I know earlier it looked like they were attacking kind of like the B gap between the guard and tackle as opposed to the A gaps, and I don't know if they're getting away with that because they had to make some substitutions on the O-line or what, but it'd be nice to see them get back to what was more successful for them.
Kale Cowley back in at receiver now. And that one is caught. It's a first down.
First down, yep.
So Sabine getting a completion.
Yeah, and I think that was Brown.
And it's interesting. Cowley is a great football player because if they can use a quarterback at receiver, just that intelligence, that high IQ player, great to have on the field.
And he's a big body target as well for Sabine. So if you can hit someone that looks like he's 6'5" with long arms downfield, why not?
So it's Sabine and Martin in the backfield now. Sabine drops back to throw. He's looking left. He's under pressure. He's going to throw it left. That's caught by Cowley. Cowley stretches out just shy of the first down.
Good concentration on Cowley because it wasn't a clean pass, and it caught him tight to the sidelines to try and maximize the yardage. As his first catch of the day, considering the other 3.5 quarters, he's been slinging the rock in the backfield now to go play receiver and catch a tough catch like that. Kudos to him showing his athleticism.
2nd and short, 2nd and 2 here. They're going to hand that off to Martin. Martin's stuffed in the backfield, and he keeps going. He gets outside. He gets the first down, and that is a second effort, a third effort, a fourth effort to get the first down for the Kodiaks.
Yeah, he was dead to rights for a loss, and to turn that, loss of 2 or 3 into a first down, that's going to be a tough pill to swallow.
He was hit by
young
6
defenders.
players before he was down.
Yeah. He's been watching Weiberg and Noel after he's like, hey, I can do this too. I just don't have the O-line you do.
He's just running into these guys and saying, all right, this is inside, throw it. Let's throw down. 6.5 to go in the game. Sabine looks to throw. He's going to roll out right. He's pointing deep. He's going to keep it. He makes one miss, and then he's taken down, but he gets just short of the first down, almost 9 yards on the play. Sabine playing great at quarterback. He did the same last week.
Yeah, he's small in stature, but he's smart enough to know, hey, I'm going to fake by dictating my receivers downfield. Defenders kind of put on the brakes thinking, I still got to respect the pass, and then he tucks and runs.
All right, we got a player down. He seems to be almost getting off on his own. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. It's AM 1150. This is Okanagan Sun football. And the Kodiaks get another first down. So they're driving, and they're getting a lot of stats put up on the board here for this drive. Sabine moving in at quarterback, having a couple of great plays. just playing good quarterback. He's dropping back to throw. He's under pressure. He misses one rusher. He gets through. He gets the first down, but there are 2 flags on the play, so we'll see what the refs call this one.
Yeah, it's too bad because on the previous play, Fournier had an opportunity to make a tackle and stop the first down, and then this is Fournier, the linebacker, blitzing off the edge, but just can't keep his balance coming in hot like that. Sabine was able to make him miss. And that's too bad because they're against the Kodiaks
and this is going to move.
Flag. Yep.
72, 10-yard penalty, repeat the down.
So that'll be 1st and 20 for the Kodiaks, and that is a dagger.
Instead of 2nd and short.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's tough. Because they got some good momentum going on. You know, you're playing against the backups on defense for the Okanagan Sun. You got some 2nd and 3rd stringers here. You're able to move the ball, try and get some game film on your offense, and then you get a penalty like that.
And you don't know, like this year could be, next year could be these 2 groups playing against each other. This is how it looks. Sabine drops back to throw. He throws it on the inside, and it goes out of, or it's incomplete. We have a down Sun player here, so we're going to take another 30-second timeout. It's Okanagan Sun football. They lead the Kodiaks 66-10 in the 4th quarter for Chances Casino. All right, 2nd and 20 for the Kodiaks right now. They're pinned.
Yard penalty, repeat the down.
Make that 2nd and 25.
Yep.
Jason, they're pushed back deep, so they're going to have to throw this ball deep if they want to get the first down.
Or set up a screen or some kind of like play action pass to get someone mismatched in the flats or something like that. But yeah, there's not many that you can call against a situation like this.
Sabine drops back to throw. He's going to throw it to the flats before he's taken down, and he is clobbered by a pair of brown jerseys. That's 3rd down, and they're sending out their punt team now.
Yeah, I think that was Matthew Sturgis here coming across, and then he just fakes and then comes out to the flats. But again, because the Sun defense saw that ball in the air so early, they were able to come off their pass coverage responsibilities and make that tackle quickly on him.
4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. Sun leads 66-10. This will be the last meeting between these 2 teams until next season. And we've got another penalty flag. This one.
Time count.
Players on the field.
Oh,
offense,
time count.
10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
13 players on the field. You don't want that.
No, lucky number 13 doesn't work here.
Better it happens in this game than at the Grey Cup in the final play. That's what I say. For you Saskatchewan Rough Riders fans listening, I'm sorry.
I remember watching that. That was tough for them, man.
They gave him Calvillo another ring because of that. Yep. That's a tough one.
Good reference, yeah.
So it's 3rd and 40. They're on the 20. And they got to get to the 54-yard line on the Sun 54-yard line.
And if they kick, they're kicking to a great returner in Halliburton. But are we just going to see Cowley drop back 5 yards? And
I think Cowley's going to drop back, but we'll see. No, Cowley's going to punt it. He punts it sky high. That goes out of bounds, and the Sun get the ball at the Kodiaks 45-yard line.
35. Yeah, they're even closer inside.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Talk about a short field.
That is
several we've seen tonight for the Sun.
Punting is such a difficult art form because not a lot of guys grow up saying I want to be a punter, and then all of a sudden, the best punters are so hard to find.
Yeah, but now you can just look at if you want to be like Pat McAfee. Be a punter first, and then you'll be the biggest podcaster and sportscaster in the world right now. But you got to be a punter first.
You got to be a punter. Yep. Look after your brain, and then you're good to go.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Norman's going to fake the handoff. He's going to throw it deep. He's open. Touchdown, Sun! Again! That's Ethan Kiefer with another touchdown.
And again, he's just so good at stretching the field. Again, we saw that this is a weakness for the Kodiaks defense, that deep middle of the field, in between their free safety linebackers and in between the hash marks. It's just easy for these quarterbacks for the Sun to throw these guys open.
So we're going to take a 1-minute timeout. There's 4 minutes left in the game here. The Sun now leads 72-10. It's Okanagan Sun football for AM 1150, BCFC TV, and TELUS TV. All right, the Kodiaks are going to receive this one at their 20. They got to the 25, the 30, the 35, and he's taken down on the far side of the field. That makes it first down for the Kodiaks. And the Kodiaks offense, it looks like Cowley is going to go back in at quarterback. I don't see Sabine jumping in yet. We'll see.
I think that was Olaye on the return. Yeah. So they got some fresh meat back there on the kickoff returns, but
yeah, Sabine running back out there to be with the Kodiaks offense. First and 10. Marion Martin staying in the backfield with Sabine. They give it to Martin. Martin runs up the gut, and he gets almost 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 for the Kodiaks.
Yeah, he pushed that a little pass there. That was a good run on him, going to the weak side again. I think that's where we've seen the majority of his yards, but I think that's Olaye again, number 32.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now the Kodiaks are giving their bench guys, their second and third stringer guys, some reps, get them some game time field and film, and allow them to have an opportunity to see what they can do against a top-notch opponent.
Sabine drops back to throw. He's looking right. There's nobody open. He loses his footing, runs into a couple jerseys, and he is sacked for a loss.
It's too bad he lost his footing there, because he's a kid that when he decides to run, he moves really well. So as he brought it down, oh, no, I don't have my read. If he didn't lose his footing, he might have been able to try and make something happen, because it was only 2nd and 4 on that.
That's your 3-minute warning. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left in the game. Sun leads 73-10. Last week it was 74-14. Kind of a similar score this week. I'd say the Kodiaks have a lot more to be proud of this game than last week. And when I say that, I mean lack of turnovers, lack of penalties. I mean, they have had penalties tonight, but it's a tough game. Halliburton back to receive. Cowley punts it. It's tipped. And that's going to drop at the center at the 55. Halliburton lets it go out of bounds. First down, Okanagan Sun.
Yeah, it's just the ball's just not coming off cleanly off his foot. And also, these kickers got to realize, just like a place kicker doesn't want laces, he kicked that with laces down. So that laces is hitting his boot, and you don't want that. You want your laces up on the top, or sometimes a little bit tilting either way as the flight comes off your foot. But that alters 100% of the time how it comes off your foot, and it doesn't allow it to come off cleanly. You're not going to get the distance, you're not going to get the accuracy, and you're not going to get the hang time.
All right. Norman's going to hand this one off. They're going to run up the middle before they're stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, Sun.
Yeah, it's nice to see all these bench players now. So we're seeing bench players on both sides on both teams now, and seeing these big guys play. We're seeing some young football players that haven't probably seen a lot of action this season come in, and they're executing the ball on offense for the Sun, and they're executing the ball well for defense on the Kodiaks.
All right, they're going to throw this one out to the flats. He can't get his hands on it to make it third down for the Sun. Just kind of an awkward grab.
It was just a little too short. If it was thrown more in his belly, he would have been able to catch and make that turn. But as we see here, he had to stretch to get it, and that got him off balance, and he wasn't able to make the turn.
So the Sun are going to punt this one away. Grady Hay back to kick this one. Yeah, they've been having trouble with their long snapper this evening, so it's almost good that they're punting because the Okanagan Sun need to get that under control before playoffs.
Yeah, they need these reps.
Hay back to punt.
Much better.
Kicks good. Really deep punt. They're going to take this at the 20. He's at the 30. They gave him no yards on the play as well. So the refs are going to call a penalty here against.
I think it was no yards.
Yeah. That'll be a penalty against the Sun. Yeah, that'll be a 5-yarder, though.
It should be. It shouldn't be a 15. It should just be the minor infraction on that because he was just flying by trying to get around the block. So it wasn't like he had a chance to make a big knockout hit on a vulnerable returner.
On the offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
So they'll start now at the 37-yard line, so better than the 32. Ooh, I'm hearing this song. I like that song that was playing here in the stadium.
Glenn Fry.
Axel Foley, anybody? All right. Sabine in at quarterback. Sabine looks to his left, his right. He's got nowhere to run. He's under pressure, and he's sacked.
Got knocked down. He was trying to get around the pressure because he had Cowley pressing downfield. He was trying to get his receivers stretching the field, see if they can't make a big play. But because the pocket was collapsing around him, and he just, again, is not able to get out of that kind of mayhem closing in on him to try and give himself open air to make a deep throw.
All right, Sabine, it's second and long. Sabine drops back to throw. He looks to the right. He throws to Cowley. Cowley catches it. He runs inside. Just shy of the first down marker. Let's see what the refs call it.
About a yard shy, yeah. Maybe a yard and a half. That's a nice catch and run. He knew the pressure was to the outside, so we see this. Nice big hook up. He's a big body. He knows the defender's on his outside shoulder, so he tucked and scooped and ran that up on the inside and was able to get an easy another 7 yards after the catch.
37 seconds left in the game. They're going to go for it. It's 3rd and 1. They're on the 47, going left to right. Again, PG fans making noise for their team. That's what I love to see. That's junior football. They hand it off to Martin. Martin gets a couple of yards. He gets the first down.
I think that's 32, Kep. I think that's Olea.
Yeah, that was my bad.
No, that's okay. Yeah, that's Olea. Yeah, nice way to move the chains.
Yep.
Get out there. Again, this is all good film for the Kodiaks. Yes, they're well out of this game for obvious reasons, but still executing these certain plays, 3rd and short, 1st and long, 2nd and long, stuff like that. This is game film the coaches can use to help their players.
This will be the last play of the game. They hand it off to Elaye before he's taken down at the line of scrimmage, and that's game. The Okanagan Sun wins 73-10. Your post-game report is coming up in 5 minutes. It's Okanagan Sun football on AM 1150, BCFC TV, and TELUS TV, brought to you by Chemtech West.
Broken glass? No problem. Go see Tim at Kelowna Glass.
Hi, I'm Tim. Come see us for all your glass needs.
Kelowna Glass specializes in repair and replacement of auto, residential, and commercial glass. Kelowna Glass, Kelowna's #1 choice for auto glass.
Come and see us on the corner of Hunter and Enterprise.